Hello, all. It's your girl Tiffany, Madam Luscious Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces, High Priestess, aka the light that shines like a diamond, also known as your modern day nun, one whom isn't within a coven, a convent, or a covenant. I do thank you all for listening and for watching on tonight. If you would be so kind to please like, share, and subscribe, it would be greatly, greatly appreciated. This is going to be a general reading for the overall collective of any zodiac sign, so please take the messages that apply, leave the ones that do not. Remember that this reading can apply to your past, your present, or your future, as well as it may be pertaining to you or any and everyone in between that you may or may not know. So guys, with that being said, let's get to it. Okay, so the first card we have here is Obsession, Bad Romance, Cheaters, No Love, Unhappy and Unfulfilled Relationship, Sinister, Demonic, Deadly Duo. Okay. So this is clearly a toxic relationship that we are talking about, okay? Y'all, there's just a lot of goings on, okay? And that went on yesterday, so going on today, went on yesterday, and so yeah, I may save that for another reading, but y'all, honey, the energy is thick right now, okay? There's just a lot of stuff going on, okay? So let's see what we get here. Spirit, clarify obsession. Why is there an obsession, okay? So we have here the bad romance. This is my bad romance toxic lovers card here, okay? So two toxic people in a relationship together. Bad romance, toxic lovers. There's addictions, bad habits. There's something very wicked, evil, or sinister about this couple here. A lot of arguing, domestic abuse, cheating, violence, fighting, okay? But there's some underlying type of obsession as it relates to this relationship as well. Like somebody is like dangerously obsessed in this situation. So to clarify bad romance here, we have not today Satan. This speaks to spell works, evil eyes, witchcraft, root work, okay, sex magic, love spells, black magic, voodoo, hoodoo, curses, hexes, okay. Somebody is either doing spell work in this relationship, or someone could be doing spell work on this couple here, okay? But I'm feeling because the reason that this couple has a bad romance is because of spell work. Spirit, clarify cheaters. Clarify cheaters, Spirit. So I have here catfish. Somebody is catfishing somebody, either in this relationship or somebody that cheated with somebody who has catfished them in some type of way. Okay, somebody is definitely a manipulator, very phony, a scammer, a user, a false person, okay, a heartless type individual, a crook, a swindler, a paid operative, a heister, a cheater, obviously, an abuser, a liar, an opportunist, somebody who is very selfish. Okay, somebody who also may have some type of either phony identity or stolen identity, or may go by some type of nickname or something like that, okay? But this speaks to set up somebody that's a stunner, a gold digger, a deceiver, a swiper, a loser, somebody who is a fraud and demonically possessed, okay? And so I get the devil here as well on no love here, okay? This devil card speaks to a lot of different things. Obviously, evil, wicked, sinister things, dark things, okay? But also addictions, toxicity, bad habits, addictive patterns of behavior, as well as other addictions like sex addictions, drug addictions, alcohol addictions, and so on, okay? Somebody could belong to some type of wicked satanic cult or witch coven. Somebody could be a devil worshiper. Okay, Spirit is saying evil is as evil does here. So there's definitely a lot of evil in this really toxic relationship as well as around this toxic relationship, okay? But somebody is a witch or warlock or plays with demons, okay? This devil energy, I also see elite satanic powers that be. So this toxic couple, there's something about the elite satanic powers that be as well. But there's a lot of voodoo, black magic, okay? Somebody could be in a secret society or be a sellout, have sold their soul to the devil, okay? Or this satanic, demonic cult that they're a part of. Spirit, clarify unfulfilled, unhappy relationship, okay? So once again, I get another's lovers card, but this is my Addams Family couple lovers card here, okay? This couple is like, goodness, there's a lot of darkness with this couple here. Devil worshippers. They have a sinister type of passion. Spirits say partners in crime. They could even be killers. That death do us part type of energy. Evil lovers, bloodthirsty vamps, Spirit is saying. They have a wicked romance, okay? And there's the reason why there's so much unhappiness and unfulfilling energy within this relationship, okay? Oh. Somebody could be tied into something that has to do with a sex ring, prostitution, or human trafficking as well. Ooh-wee. Spirit, clarify sinister, demonic, deadly duo. Sinister, demonic, deadly duo. Somebody, ooh, that came up again, baby. I am not going to play with y'all. Somebody's bisexual as well. So we can pick your poison here, okay? A lot of lying, a lot of cheating, okay? Even stealing that goes on within this relationship here, okay? Sex, drugs, alcohol, money is a big issue with this sinister, demonic, deadly duo, okay? A lot of partying, a lot of violence, even porn, gambling, lying, cheating, stealing, killing is even on here, okay? This could be one or more of these things could be a problem as it relates to this couple here, okay? But this sinister, demonic, deadly duo sits right up under cheaters, okay? Somebody cheated in this relationship. Somebody is heavily under mind control as well. I see my Monarch programming card here. Somebody is under some type of government experimentation, Monarch programming, mind control, MK Ultra, some type of brainwashing going on. Ritualistic abuse is happening or going on around a person. Okay. Shit. I also see the death card here. There's either going to be a death put to something like this relationship, or somebody is going to end up dying. The death card talks about endings, change, transformations, a death of something, but it also can speak to loss of life as well here, okay? But the death card can really talk about a rebirth, endings, transformations, change, a release, conclusions, beginnings, a relief, okay? But it's a death of something. Somebody is under heavy mind control. Yeah, the ops around you are gaslighting you, trickery, targeted. Somebody's a targeted individual. Lies, deception, manipulation, mind control, gang stalking, mind games, emotional abuse. Okay? Also have the Tower here. The Tower speaks to a sudden upheaval, a shakeup of things, tragic news, tragic information, sudden chaos. Okay? Deceptions, disruptions, disturbances, destruction even. But a tragedy occurring like all of a sudden out the blue. This could be illness, injuries, lies, deceptions, disruptions, murder, harm, or even death. But something catastrophic is happening all of a sudden out the blue here. I also see partners in crime. Somebody is partners in crime. I feel like there's multiple people who are ops in somebody's life. And they're all partners in crime, manipulators, plotting and planning. Somebody is cold-blooded, part of some type of crime mob. Somebody is very low down and dirty. A lot of deception, cons, scheming. Somebody is karmic as well. A manipulator, two-faced, full of drama, codependent, childish, demonic, hater, annoying, emotional, bully, liar, backstabber, aggressive, so anxious type of an energy, lazy, crazy, ignorant, no love, mean, evil, heartbreaker, wicked, deceiving even, very manipulative. This is interesting. Okay, guys, we're going to get, and then I have family issues at the bottom of the deck. So trauma, drama, lies, deceptions, no love, lack of support here. Somebody's dealing with some family issues as it relates to the situation as well, guys. Whew, let's see what else we get here. Spirit, clarify obsession. Obsession. Why is this obsession here, Spirit? Okay, so somebody is a false person. Somebody's wearing a mask and they're not who they appear to be. Somebody is a liar, a cheater, deceiver, manipulator, con artist. Somebody is two-faced, they're a backstabber, they're low down and dirty. They're just as fake, phony, and fraudulent as they come. Spirit, clarify bad romance. We have message of concern. Somebody could receive some type of message, news, information, or communication within this bad romance here. Something that caused concern when they receive some type of message about something. But there's some type of spell work that is being done that triggers something or causes something that maybe have somebody in concern because of these messages that they receive. Spirit, clarify cheaters. Spirit, clarify cheaters. Why is this cheaters here? So we got mature woman. This mature woman is cheating with somebody who has catfished her in some type of way, or either she catfishing somebody, but somebody may be catfishing her. But whoever this mature woman, I feel like she's over the age of 40. She came out on cheaters. Spirit, clarify no love. Clarify no love with the devil. No love with the devil. Okay. So we got the Lover's card here. Now the Lover's card, a lot of times people see love when they see the Lover's card. It's only love when you get other cards that goes along with it to tell you that this is a serious committed relationship, or this is a marriage, or that they're actually in love. Everything, but other than that, this Lover's card comes out like the two people that you see here, they're making out, they're having sex. The Lovers really just speaks to two people having sex with each other. Okay, this could be your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband, your wife, your side piece, your sneaky leak, your mistress. Okay, this could be anybody. The Lover, seeing the Lover's card just talks about two people who have sex together. Okay, but there's no love in a situation. Okay, because this devil energy here, somebody definitely has a sex addiction as well as drug and alcohol addictions. Somebody has sex with someone. Spirit, clarify unhappy, unfulfilled relationship. Spirit, clarify unhappy, unfulfilled relationship. Damn, I seen it again. So this couple is in poverty. They could be poor. They could be homeless. They could be juggling and struggling. We have imprisonment here. Somebody either feels stuck or restricted or unable to move or get out of this situation, or somebody has gone to jail or to prison or to lock up in some type of way. I'm gonna see what else, y'all. I really wasn't even gonna speak about this, okay? Because so many people are speaking about it, okay? And I'm just not a bandwagon type of chick, okay? But like all yesterday, y'all, I kid you not. From the time I woke up yesterday morning to like get my daughter her medicine and just go about my day and everything or whatever. Everybody knows who Jaguar Wright is, okay? She was a popular singer, like, you know, maybe, I don't know, what, 13, 15, 20 years ago, something like that, or whatever. But she's very vocal with speaking out about different celebrities and the industry and different things that's going on in the industry and all this other kind of things. And like a lot of popular YouTubers and different things have interviewed her, and she has her own channel and all this other stuff that goes on. It gets really messy, okay? Within the last, it's kind of different though, okay? Okay, so all yesterday, okay? Many of you all probably have seen it, okay? There was like this big knockout, drag out fight that happened between her and her supposed alleged husband, Gerald, okay? Now, the first video that I seen was on, King Payne's channel. So go and see which he has done more clips, more videos since then, okay? But like some of everybody, baby, like when I first seen it, it was like, honey, this milkshake brought all all the people, I want to say all the queens, honey, but all the gay men to the yard, okay? Like that's no slick shot, but it was like most of the gay guys who are like very popular YouTubers, like no slick shot because they're homosexual or nothing like that, so I'm not being funny like that, I'm just saying they the ones who was on it first, like baby, you know what I'm saying, like on the shit doing the story of what happened, okay? Because what happened is night before last, okay, and we know today is a new day because it's like 1 something in the morning where I'm at right now. Not sure where you're at, but it's already a new day. So this actually came out and like flooded online all yesterday, y'all. But obviously the night before last, it was a situation, long story short, where it was allegedly said, well Jaguar Wright and this guy that goes by Solar, which he also calls himself King Love from this cult Carbon Nation, was speaking with King Payne on his channel. And so they were talking, and that's how it started off. And then I seen the headlines, and it's like Jaguar's husband put a gun on her and blah blah blah. And I'm like, what? This man is like usually like in the background, real nonchalant, real chill, real quiet, don't bother nobody, like he don't even be in shit like that or whatever. So that's the reason why I looked at it. And so she was going on and was like, oh yeah, he's got a problem and he's a military vet, blah blah blah. He pulled a gun on us and got the waving, cocked the weapon and was waving at us, blah blah blah. Y'all go and watch everybody else's stuff that's talking about it. So that's how it started, and that was something that was supposed to happen night before last. When they was doing the video with King Payne, it was like at, I don't know, somewhere in between like maybe 2 something and 4 something in the morning on yesterday. So y'all, this would end up being so scandalized, like it went through the entire day. So King Payne had did that initial video on that, and then I end up seeing Sean David Way's video, and he was speaking about the initial video, that because everybody was basically piggybacking off of the video that King Payne did, because it seemed like King Payne was the one who had the exclusive, who got the first video of whatever was going on, okay? And it it seems like everybody, so the Wiley guy, he has a channel, very popular channel, and Sean David Way, and then I seen Storm Monroe, and then I'm like, it just started flooding in, honey, and I'm like, honey, this situation that brought all the boys to the yard, okay? Because like all of the popular YouTubers, who have the most subscribers and everything, was like all over the story, and I'm like, baby, I'm like, this shit, y'all, it got wild, it got crazy, but I'm like, This shit is so set up, it's so staged, it's just crazy. Like, y'all would just have to be in the know to know what all is going on. But y'all go and watch them other videos, okay, and see what all's going on. Well, throughout the day, after that happened, throughout the day, later on that day, it was another situation. So you'll see the other video clips, because later that day, Jaguar and the ex-Carbonation cult member, Solar, ended up going to the barbershop, okay, which that shit was all staged, y'all. Like, I seen the signs and symbolisms everywhere. Jag ended up going in the barbershop, yelling and cussing and screaming at her alleged husband, and yeah, fight me, and la la la, or whatever. She comes out, he runs up, the drill guy, her husband, runs up, they get to fight, and then the Solar guy jumps in to like try to protect Jaguar, and so Drill end up on top of him. You know, they fighting, and like, it was none but a bunch of gang stalkers standing the fuck around, nobody doing nothing, anything or whatever. So it got crazy, y'all. So that broke up. The whole time Jaguar, oh, he put his motherfucking hands on my nephew, and I'm gonna murder somebody, I'm gonna kill somebody. Like, it was crazy. And I'm like, why is she acting like this? Why is she acting this erratic and different things? And they end up going back to the vehicle, and like, it was like a really big fight. Y'all have to go and see other people's videos on that, because I'm not gonna show it on here. But I feel like I'm bringing this up because I feel like their energy is still in my energy, in my spirit, and it's coming out in here, y'all, okay? And so this is the reason why I'm giving y'all this quick overview of some shit, okay? So, y'all, this woman ended up, and she drives around with this supposed urn type of thing that has her dead son's ashes in it. She gets out the vehicle, she's still cussing and screaming, she throws her son's ashes, you know, sprinkling ashes out the urn. She goes back to the vehicle, she's hollering and cussing and screaming. She rubs some of her dead son's ashes all over her face. She's yelling at the Solar guy, go get your phone and come on. She ended up getting back out the vehicle. They end up getting into it or something again, y'all. That was the end of that clip. When I seen the next clip, it was like Solar had then dipped off and left the scene with somebody. Well, he ended up talking to the cops. He was in the backseat of the cop car for because at this point, before all of that, no cops was there or anything, okay? Somebody ended up calling the cops like later on. That last clip that I seen, Jaguar Wright is on the ground. They got her in cuffs. The ambulance is there or whatever. So now at this point, she has been said to have gotten locked up, but I think they may have taken her to a mental institution because she was like really erratic or whatever. As well. Okay, guys, sorry about that. I had to pause real quick. So she ended up on the ground in like handcuffs, and then they put her on this, you know, on the gurney, on the little stretcher thing or whatever. The Solar guy was talking to the cop in the backseat of the car. And then the husband was shooting a video showing it and talking to people, telling people what happened. Y'all, real messy situation. Is really, really crazy. Hold on, guys. Sorry, guys. I had to just like pause and get up. I forgot I had something baking, honey. And I just remembered it. I was smelling it. I had to go and get it, okay? It really amazes me, though, about this situation, because I know within the last, like, 2 to 3 weeks, like, Jaguar has always, like, speak out about a lot of different stuff in very brutal, matter-of-fact type of ways. But in the last 2 to 3 weeks, it has become, like, very, very, very hostile. And certain things that she was talking about, okay? Whether you believe her or not, or think she's right, wrong, or indifferent, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm talking about. But I have noticed that it was just like, and then certain persons, when she first began to speak out, that she did not speak out against when she first came out. Now it's been all about that person, and all that person is a murderer, and all this, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what triggered her? Who trigger her? You could totally see the difference in something, but in the last 2 weeks or more, That's this solar guy who's a part of this cult, which was called Carbonation, which their cult leader is like in prison right now for whatever. And then like the little cult end up, splitting up and different things like that they got going on. A lot of you all may know about that or have heard about that, honey. I don't get involved in none of this shit, but it's very interesting because this, like, and I really, this was sad to me and going on and very dramatic, but it was like theatrical and seemed staged and seemed set up and all kinds of reaction that I had to it, but it also seemed very sad to me as well. But I noticed that this hit YouTube and like swamped YouTube to be like a lot of views and things on this situation, like all day yesterday, that a lot of people, there was other shit that was going on. It almost feels like a distraction to keep people from speaking about other shit that was going on. And I literally only seen one other person who spake about this situation. So there was another situation that you would have thought that more people would have been looking at and into than messy domestic violence type of situation that got out of hand with Jaguar and her husband and their little friends or whatever, which was Black Lives Matter co-founder, her cousin. Yeah, her cousin. There was this situation, like some type of traffic situation that happened. I'm not sure if a wreck or something took place or it was a traffic violation, whatever took place, okay? This man ended up being, basically thrown to the ground and swarmed by cops. And, long story short, this man ended up dead. But the video that I seen before he died, y'all, I literally wrote down everything this man said, okay? And what interests me, and this is what I be telling you about signs and symbolism. We're going to get back to this reading, okay? Because there was another lady that I listened to that was covering this Jaguar Wright situation and what had happened. At the beginning of that lady's video, she was playing CeeLo Green's song. I don't know if that song is called Crazy or something like that or whatever, but I have been hearing this man's song for days before today that I heard on that lady's channel her playing that song. And so much so that even yesterday I hadn't even heard the song anywhere, but the song was in my head. And I was thinking to myself, like, damn, who sings that song? Because the song was just playing over and over and over again in my head. I was like, CeeLo Green or whatever. Y'all, I kid you not. The Black Lives Matter, and his name is, the Black Lives Matter co-founder cousin. His name is Keenan Anderson, okay? If y'all find that video, what is the guy's name who did the video on him? I'm gonna think of it in a minute, y'all. But listen to what this man says, y'all. Okay? He says, he kept on calling out, CeeLo, call CeeLo. They think I killed CeeLo. And then he said, he kept between that, he was saying, they're acting. They're not officers. They're not real officers. They're not real police. They're actors. They're acting. And then he said, they're trying to George Floyd me. They're going to kill me. They're going to kill me. This man was saying this whole time. Now, what pisses me off about this video, the first thing that triggered in my mind was the shit about CeeLo. And the whole time, and obviously he knows somebody that's CeeLo or something else that goes by that as a nickname or something. But we all know CeeLo Green, the singer. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm hearing this song, and I had just heard this song earlier, and then I happened to see this video, and this man was saying this. Now, this is supposed to be the cousin, Keenan Anderson. The Black Lives Matter co-founder, you know, the person who got to be living in a fucking multi-million-dollar damn mansion that ain't helping black people, but raised all that money to supposedly help black people because you so pro Black Lives Matter. Yeah, that person. This is supposed to be her cousin, so maybe, you know, it was time for a sacrifice or whatever. What pisses me off about this reading, or excuse me, about this video, guys, of him and what happened to him, is because I counted about 4 or 5 officers. Okay, this man is on the ground. Now there's another video clip that showed the man. He's standing, he's got his hands up. The cops are around him, they're not on him. He's still standing up, but he's got his hand up. No weapon in his hand. Yeah, he's talking shit. He didn't begin to resist until they ran up on him to try to, you know, force him to do whatever it is that they want him to do. Now, anytime you resist a situation with the police, it will get a little hostile. But my thing is, when a person don't have a weapon, you are not in any threat. You understand what I'm saying? And once you have 4 or 5 officers swarmed around this person, your training should kick the fuck in. What do y'all go to academy for? What the hell do you get trained on if you just end up killing the man, y'all? So this man, they all got on him. He ended up being slammed to the ground. He's on the ground, okay? I counted like 4 or 5 officers. Now stop, pause. With 4 or 5 officers, this man is already on the ground and he's not armed. Yeah, he's still shaking and gyrating and vibrating and twisting and turning and yelling and screaming. Most officers, their problem is they get pissed off because people keep talking. You cannot get pissed off. You can't stop a person from talking. You don't have to like what they have to say. Do your job. If you are arresting this person, it doesn't matter what they're saying. You can tell this person to shut up. I don't know how many damn times. You cannot force another person. That's one thing that pisses a cop off. As if you speak back to them in a way that they dislike, which will cause them, most cops, especially a bad cop, to get more aggressive and more hostile with you, okay? So this is what this guy was doing at this point. Mind you, he did not have a weapon. He's already on the ground. So I'm seeing 4 or 5 officers. In my mind, I'm thinking one officer get one leg. The other officer get the other leg. The other officer get one arm. The other officer get the other arm. And then that's 4 officers right there. And then there's an officer who is just like standing there, leaning over them, sitting, yelling, stop resisting, just do what we're asking you. But at this point, y'all have every limb of his body. The 2 officers who had each side of his arm, y'all could have safely turned his arms around and placed him in cuffs. They ended up doing that, y'all. And placing the little zip tie things or whatever they are around his legs to have his legs together. They kept tasing this man multiple times while he was on the ground. Over and over and over again. Remind you, he's already on the ground. He is unarmed. You have 4 or 5 officers surrounded him. You have every limb of his body. He can't go nowhere. He can't run. He can't hide. He don't have no weapon. At this point, your training kicks the fuck in. You safely arrest him and you put him in the vehicle and you go ahead and proceed to do whatever you're doing with your supposed suspect. There's no reason to kill him. This man ended up dying. This man ended up dying while cuffed. Okay? And a lot of people looking at the situation, oh, he was resisting. Oh, he was talking back. Oh, he wouldn't stop moving. He wouldn't just do what they told him to do. That doesn't mean that this man's life should have been taken. He did not have a weapon. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't even see it necessary. I can see, you know what I'm saying? This wasn't a high-speed chase. This man didn't take off on foot. This man didn't have a weapon. You understand what I'm saying? If a person is refusing your orders, and refusing or whatever, and so you tase him to get him down. But at that point, you swarm him by multiple officers. You're not standing here alone, one lone officer trying to detain this man that is fighting you. You got him surrounded by 4 or 5 officers, guys. You can't safely detain this man, your suspect, without killing him. So this the situation, I said all that because the situation with Jaguar Wright got overshadowed by that situation and various other things that took place on yesterday. Because this thing with Jaguar Wright, it was just like one thing after the other, after the other. Like a lot of people was juiced up, hyped up off of the situation, the initial interview with King Payne, with Jaguar Wright and the Solar guy in the vehicle together or whatever, talking about what happened the night before. And different things. So a lot of people, when they got up, they seen that, some people was like, and probably went back to sleep. Some people maybe got up and started doing other things or whatever. The interesting thing about this is it escalated throughout the day, because they ended up going to find where this man was at the barber shop, and then that's where the fight escalated at, and like all this other stuff ended up happening, and it ended up ending with Jaguar either going to jail or, well, she was put like on a stretcher type of thing. She was put in handcuffs and put on a stretcher type of thing and put in the ambulance. So they may have taken her to like the hospital or something, or they may have taken her to jail. Okay, because they claimed that somebody else called the police on her, and that she was like, I don't know, it was like disturbing the peace or trespassing or something like that they were trying to say, or whatever. But she was very hostile. She was very erratic, and it was a major situation. But the signs and symbolism was everywhere. It seemed very theatrical. It seemed very staged. Very bad acting. But like it was crazy. It was really crazy. But anyway, guys, I said all that to say that that what's coming out in this reading is making me feel just a little bit like this might be some of her situation. Okay, so to clarify, sinister demonic deadly duo with the pick your poison, we have here bad health. Somebody is in bad health here. Now, this could be mental health, or this could be bad health otherwise, okay? Somebody is in bad health of some kind, okay? And we even have official person at the bottom of the deck. So the official person speaks to somebody in power and authority. Maybe, this could literally be anywhere from police to military, okay? Someone who wears a uniform of some kind, guys, with this situation. Okay, so let's see what else is going on. Spirit, clarify obsession with this boss person. Wow. Let me see if it comes back out. I just seen soldier here. Wow. Spirit, clarify obsession, bad romance, and boss person. Yeah, it came back out again, y'all. I put it, that Joker can try to come out twice. I put it back in and shuffled again. And soldier came out again. Now, it's interesting, okay, because it is said that Jaguar's husband, I'm not sure if they're actually legally married, but they call each other husband and wife. So as far as I'm concerned, they're husband and wife, if that's what they want to call themselves. She claimed that he's a vet and that, he has all type of issues and different things, allegedly. Like, I can't particularly put that on that man. I don't know them people from Adam, but supposedly he's a vet, and she claimed that he had mental health issues, and they have a very toxic, volatile type of relationship or something like that. I also seen service here. This man is working for someone. He's helping someone. He's doing some type of job for someone, and let me just say allegedly. I felt this long time ago Okay, when I would see Jaguar interviewing with various different people, a lot of times he sits in behind her. Either you don't see or hear from him at all, or if you do see him in any of the videos when she's interviewing with other people, he's behind the scenes. And what I noticed, something told me a long time ago that he was a op. My spirit guides told me, and I know this because I'm a targeted individual myself. Okay, so I know what a lot of shit look like, especially when it comes to that stuff. Okay, my spirit guides told me a long time ago that he was an op, and I said to myself, I said I would not be surprised if somebody that already got to him and is paying him to play his role with Jaguar. Okay, because the way Jaguar speaks out and what she speaks about in the industry and the celebrities and different shit like that, I know she's a target. Okay, but the way, it's the right way and it's the wrong way to do anything. The way she go about doing things, I would not do like that, especially when it comes to, you know, slandering people by name and like all the other stuff or whatever. But that's her business. That's the way she do, how she do, whatever. They ain't got shit to do with me. I'm just saying. And everybody else, you know, y'all seen her videos, y'all know how she shake and move or whatever. But I felt that long time ago. When I did first see him, I felt like he is very quiet. He's very nonchalant. You either don't hardly see him, or if you do see him and he happen to say something, a lot of times it's triggered by her. Her telling him to come here, or somebody asking about him and he'll pop his head in on a video, say hi to somebody every once in a while. But most of the time you don't hear from this man. He's very quiet. He's very nonchalant. You understand what I'm saying? Very cool, kind of laid back. At least that's the way it appears. But if you notice, the videos that you have seen him in, Jaguar could be going into one of her elaborate stories, the way she do about things. And a lot of times you'll see him either beside her or a little bit behind her, and he'll be shaking his head like no. Like he's telling people, no, she's lying. No. I've often seen him rub his nose, which also is a subliminal for saying no about something. I've also seen him rubbing his chin, which is, these are all common things that ops do, that gang stalkers do. So I felt in my spirit a long time ago that he was an op, and I said, and I actually did not know that he had been in the military before until this situation happened. But my spirit guys told me a long time ago, I don't speak about this shit. All this little shit that normally go viral on YouTube, I don't talk about this shit, okay? But because this shit like consumed everybody's day all day yesterday, and I watched a lot of other people's commentary about this shit and what they felt and what they thought, and everybody watching what's going on, it's in my energy. So of course, when I go to do a reading, it's still in my energy. This shit is coming out. Okay, so I can't do nothing but tell you what the information that my spirit guides give me. With this service here, service is somebody who is working for someone. Okay? And if you're in service, what is a soldier? What is a person that's in the military? What do they say? What do they call that? In the service. They're in service. Now, he's a veteran. He's no longer in the service, okay? But whether you are active duty or you are a veteran, okay? If you think that those persons can't be still contacted by commanders and chiefs, you are sadly the fuck mistaken. He is in service. He is working for somebody. He is getting paid by somebody, helping someone, doing a job for someone. I said long time, I felt in my spirit, I said, I would not be surprised if Gerald is up and he is being paid, to play his role in this relationship with this woman. Because she is a target, no doubt. And there's other underlying things going on with her. And another thing that I noticed about Jaguar Wright, damn near everybody that she interviews with, if you notice, they may ask her a couple things, but usually they just let her go off the rim and just be spewing all of the shit that she want to say, all kind of carelessly and recklessly and flamboyantly and brutally, and no matter who she, throwing slick shots at or shading, or no matter who she is slandering by name, and her favorite thing be like, well, sue me then, bitch, you know, come and kill me then, you know, type of shit that she be doing or whatever. But what I notice about people that interview her, I read people very well. So I know they think that they be having a straight face on their face. And I know many of them act like that, you know, to her that they're her friends and different things. She has interviewed with a lot of people that I know are ops, and they are playing her. And they act like they her friends, and they want to interview her, and they want to talk to her and different things. And it's just to get her to spew out more and more shit, and she is being triggered to say certain shit and do certain shit and act certain ways sometimes at different points in time. And I literally see this shit, and I be seeing the facial expressions and different things. You know, people facial, especially when they ain't really feeling what you saying. But usually the people that's in front of those people faces, if they don't have eyes to see, they may not see. Okay, but I be seeing them when they be doing their hand signs and their symbolism. I be seeing when they roll their eyes certain way, French up their mouth certain way, like, bitch, you're right. She lying, bitch, you're right. You know what I'm saying? You know, when they don't actually say that, but you know when a person got that look on their face like, bitch, you're right. I don't nobody believe you. You know what I'm saying? But they feed into the shit to keep her to keep on talking and saying shit or whatever. I've seen that on other people. Okay? So I know that woman is a target, honey. Okay, the way she call out people and way she call out the industry, she is definitely a target. Okay, but she playing with fire. Okay, because she's currently going around talking about, bragging all the time about she's in Texas right now. Okay, Texas is one like she is in the gang stalking headquarters, targeted individual headquarters. The headquarters is in Texas, my nigga. They running government experimentation straight from Texas on a lot of people around the damn world. Like, bruh. Okay? Like, seriously. It happens in many other places, but that's the reason why you see a lot of staged events happen in Texas. Majority of your very big states, a lot of staged events happens in them. Those be their biggest hubs and their biggest headquarters for social engineering, for human trafficking, sex trafficking, drug trafficking, as well as human experimentations, as well as what I just said, social engineering operations, all kinds of shit. Okay, a lot of the staged events in like all those places, from Texas to Florida to California to New York to Chicago, all of those places. Okay, the biggest states, you see that shit happening the most. Okay, so we got service here. That's it here on message of concern. So somebody that's working for somebody, could be this person that's this ex-soldier here, who obviously, you know what I'm saying, may have an obsession within this relationship. Okay, somebody has an obsession within this relationship and is being seen as a false person. They're wearing a mask. They're not who they appear to be in this bad romance and this toxic love affair that they're having here. Okay, and that's because this person is working for someone. This is the reason why they have a bad romance. Okay, so this person who is in service received this message of concern here, okay? Pertaining to something that has to do with their bad romance, their relationship, okay? They received some type of message of concern, okay? And there was some type of black magic or voodoo that was done to trigger Jaguar, okay? Now, the husband ended up doing a video later after she was arrested and was taken away, and was like, he ended up saying, oh, they came up here and jumped on me and this, that, and the other. He said they drunk as shit, and saying that they were real drunk and all other kind of shit. I do believe she may have even been slipped something and could be on drugs, because that one other video that I seen with her doing some other work, it did seem like allegedly, you know, she was high or something else was going on, allegedly. Okay, but she got ops around her that's working for the enemy, no fucking doubt. Okay, they're literally setting this woman up to be sacrificed, bruh. And y'all watching this shit in real time, okay? Whether y'all friends or foes to this woman, I'm telling you, this shit is happening in real time before y'all damn eyes, okay? Y'all need to understand their psychological operation is set up to make it look like a person is crazy. Now, it's even worse when a person actually has mental illness, okay? If a person has been diagnosed with mental illness and they really should be on a medication, but they're not, and government experimentation, witchcraft and shit, and a multitude of other things that can be happening, it is all the more worse. And you see situations like this unfold, okay? But because Spirit already says she's under mind control. Monarch programming, mind control, government experimentation here, okay? MK Ultra, brainwashing here, okay? Satanic ritual abuse. We even have the death card here. Besides the mind control programming, we got the witchcraft card here. Somebody is doing some type of witchcraft or spell work as well. The person that she think is doing spell work on her, I don't think that that person is not doing spell work on her. It's coming from elsewhere, okay? But she's blinded to what's actually happening, what's actually going on. Once again, we get my lady here. My lady speaks to somebody having a disease, an ailment, an illness, or a sickness. This sits here on this mature woman with the cheaters and the catfish. If you look at that other video that the husband ended up doing when him and Jaguar got, when the husband and Jaguar got the fighting, before she leave from by him, he said, "You fucking that nigga, you fucking that nigga." And then that seems like when he like either slapped the phone out of her hand or ended up hitting her or something like that, allegedly, okay? Because the phone ended up like, you know, either falling to the ground or something like that because it got blurry, okay? But you can hear him clearly say, "You fucking that nigga, you fucking that nigga," type of shit. But look, you remember Bad Health came out in this card here, sitting here on Pick Your Poison. Now, Milady is coming out here on Mature Woman. She says Gerald is the one with the mental illness, but she actually has the mental illness. She has some type of sickness, some type of illness, allegedly, I'm going to say. Allegedly, okay? She's the one who has some. Now Gerald is coming out, has an obsession in this toxic relationship that they're in, okay? There's addictions, there's bad habits. This is a toxic lover situation. It's a bad romance, no doubt. And he's shown up as a false person because he's wearing a mask. He's not who he's appeared to be, okay? But he's sitting here with the soldier here, okay? I feel like he's showing up as a false person because of the fact that he's an op. He's being paid by somebody to like y'all, a lot of these people who end up selling out and various different things, there's a lot of times like the things that you see with the current celebrities that you know, their relationships and shit get arranged. This shit happens on lower levels too for people who are targeted individuals and different things like that. Ops are assigned to you, are sent into your life, and they play a whole role, kind of like officers when they go undercover. They'll come in like they're your friends. They'll come in like they're your lovers and play out a whole role. If you don't have eyes to see, you may really think they playing a whole role. You really think this person like you, love you, want to be in a relationship with you. You really think this person your friend, cool with you, and different shit like that. They send different ops to you, bruh. But they all are partners in crime in the setup to what? Gaslight this person, brainwash this person, target this person, play mind games with this person, manipulate this person, and trigger shit like this for this person to look crazy, to act erratically, to lose their mind and different shit. Then somebody randomly, everybody standing around, everybody got their phone out, somebody randomly called the police, and then this person, the only person out here acting a fool. You understand what I'm saying? Acting all erratic and shit. So when the police and shit show up, it's like this person is the problem, out of control and different shit. That should be set up like that on purpose, bro. And the last thing you want to do, bruh, is to be detained or sent to a mental institution while you're under I don't know, some type of psychosis or mental breakdown or acting delusional or acting erratically, because they have then what is called probable cause to drug you. See, it's not like when you've attempted to, say, kill yourself, okay, and you end up going to the hospital or going to a mental institution for a while or whatever. Because you're not a threat to anyone else, because you're not acting erratically and hostile, you can refuse any medication. As an adult, you can refuse any medication that they offer you. When you are detained, acting erratically, acting out of your mind, having a mental breakdown, being very hostile, being very violent, being a threat or harm to yourself or someone else, shit, bitch, they can dope you up with any damn thing they got. And your ass liable not to even see it the fuck coming. You will smooth black the hell out, and you won't know what the hell is going on while your ass doped up. And while you blacked out, they can dope you up with all other kinds of shit that had your ass in a whole nother state of mind when you get up, if you get the fuck up. Okay? Like, I'm telling you. But Spirit is saying, whoever this mature woman is, okay, sitting here with my lady, somebody has some type of illness or sickness. This is sitting here on cheaters with this catfish. Somebody is catfishing someone. Spirit, clarify no love. Clarify no love. The devil with the lovers. No love. The devil with the lovers. Something. Oh, wait. Somebody. That's what I thought. Somebody is doing something for money. Somebody is getting paid. Somebody don't have no love for someone. Somebody is being paid. With money, lovers, and the devil sitting here on no love, somebody is getting paid to be in a relationship with this person. Yeah, we got the enemy here. Oh, wait. Somebody is the enemy. Somebody is being paid to have sex with this person, to be in a relationship with this person, to be in dealings with this person. Spirit, clarify unhappy, unfulfilled relationship with poverty. And Adam's family couples card. So we got pleasure seekers here. Pleasure seekers are individuals who do things for their own amusement, their own enjoyment, their own liking, their own ill will, their own benefit, their own desire. Somebody is prostituting too. I see the servant card here. Somebody is a sex slave. Or perform duties from... a servant is somebody who performs duties for money. Which could also be seen as a sex slave or a prostitute. Somebody definitely got a sex addiction. Spirit, clarify this sinister, demonic, deadly duo. Clarify this sinister, demonic, deadly duo. Somebody is in despair over situations. Somebody is false. Somebody is fake, phony, fraudulent, untrue. You got falseness, despair, journey, We know that they travel a lot, like everywhere. Spirit, clarify this sinister. Oh, y'all, that's the death card that just fell out. Somebody is, and then I see widower. Somebody is planning the death of this woman for money, for fortunes. This op is playing they. Oh, this person got prison. Sitting here with bad health. Sitting here with sinister, demonic, deadly duo. Sitting here with pick your poison. Sex, drugs, money, alcohol, partying, violence, porn, lying, stealing, cheating, killing, gambling. Baby. And I said that earlier when I was looking at those video clips earlier, even though I felt like some shit was staged, it felt like everybody around was ops. And as I was looking at it, it was like Jaguar had been triggered in some type of way to act the way she was acting. But it seemed like everybody else that was around was fucking ops. Like agents or some type of shit. This person, she got nothing but ops to fuck around her. People are being paid to be in her life and different shit, and somebody has been promised a whole hell of a lot of money when she is sacrificed. And that's why I was getting ready to tell you, I felt something else today when I heard the situation, the initial situation about how supposedly the husband pulled the gun, allegedly. Cause you know all these other videos Jaguar been saying, she was like, any of you motherfucking haters, y'all can run up, I'ma shoot you in the face. And like she been saying like all kinds of stuff, and I don't even have to say allegedly on that because it's like on her videos with her saying the shit. With other interviews she did with people, even on her own videos, calling these people out, fuck you, come and see me, you bitches run up on me and I'ma shoot you in the face, and all this shit. The whole time while I was watching that shit yesterday, I said, man, I said the plot, I said the plan was, whatever triggered her and made her to go find where Gerald was at that barbershop, bruh. I believe the plan was for her to have that weapon. If she had had that weapon on her right then, like she say she got that weapon, them motherfuckers gonna show up and kill her. And I believe that was the setup. I believe that they was going to shoot and fucking kill her on sight the fuck out there. But it was only if she had had that damn weapon. Because of the fact that she didn't have no weapon on her while she was acting all erratic like that and wigging out, they wouldn't have been justified in no type of way and just showing up and shooting the shit out of somebody that's just yelling and screaming and cussing and threatening. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Conversation is at the bottom of the deck. There's a whole lot of people talking. Whole lot of people talking. Yeah. I don't give a fuck what nobody tell you, what nobody say. The satanic powers that be ain't never fought a fuck away. Okay? Whole lot of people talking. They got a lot of people talking. And look who right here. Lord. Persons in power, in authority. Persons of influence, masters and rulers of shit. They've been sitting back a long motherfucking time. Listening to all the shit. All the threats that's been made. All the shit that was being said. I mean, like everything. Look at this joyfulness. They all dancing and cheerful and joyful. They gathered up talking. These persons in power, they all joyful that this shit done went down. Y'all, I can't say for sure that this woman gonna make it up out. wherever they got her locked up at, rather the psych ward, okay, if she wasn't charged with a crime, they can only hold her for anywhere from 24 to 72 hours. Unless she's still acting very hostile and erratic. They can hold her until her behavior level is under control in some type of way or whatever. If she's charged with a crime, even after, if they charge her with a crime after them 24 to 40 or the 72 hours that the hospital has her, she would then be transported to jail for whatever charges that they was trying to bring up against her. But if no charges was filed, technically the hospital can't hold you. Most of the time, they don't even have beds for extra shit like that. But the hospital can't hold you no more than 72 hours. Really and truly, they're liable not to hold you more than 48 hours if you're not a threat to yourself or anybody else. They can hold you up to 72 hours in most places if you are, you know, still very hostile, erratic, and could possibly be a threat to yourself or something or whatever. But y'all, look here. This is what's going on. So we got mental conflict here. This person with this obsession is in mental conflict. This bad romance is because of a sacrifice that's got to be made, or a sacrifice that's going to be made. This cheaters is sitting here because of deception and envy. Spirit, clarify no love. So we have, on no love, we have heartache and loss. Spirit, clarify unfulfilled, unhappy relationship. We have obstacles and challenges. Spirit, clarify sinister, deadly, sinister, demonic, deadly duo. We got the shadows. Shadow government could be in on this shit, baby. Somebody in the shadows. Setting up some shit, doing some shit, making some shit happen. Like, for real. To make this person to have some type of mental breakdown, to get this person locked up in some type of way. Somebody gave this person something though. She took some type of drugs, or something was slipped into her alcohol. Something got to do with money, sex, drugs, alcohol, money, violence, partying, lying, cheating. It's the situations that's going on here. Y'all, this situation here done caused a whole lot of conflict and defeat. That Solar guy from Carbonation Cult, who also called himself King Love, I believe he just another op that was sent in to brainwash, to mind control this person. Allegedly. Okay, guys, so let's let me pull some tarot, honey, and see what else is going on here. But it was interesting because I kid you not, y'all know the powers that be control the airwaves, honey. Okay? They run, rule, and they control the airwaves. Okay? So any damn thing that goes viral or anything like that, they got control of that shit. Okay? And it was no coincidence that this situation literally consumed the web yesterday, when there was so much other shit that happened. Like, people actually died, and tragic situations and different things was going on. And I'm just like, this shit is crazy, bruh. Like, what? But I don't do commentary on this type of shit, y'all. If I feel like it's something I need to come on here and tell y'all or share with you all or whatever, I sit back and I observe a lot of shit. And I know a lot of y'all, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a true teller too and things like that. But I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I might be sassy, but I'm classy with my shit, bitch. Now, I ain't never trashy. You understand what I'm saying? And I know my rights, okay? So with my freedom of speech, I'm going to speak about what the fuck I want to speak about. Just period. You ain't going to tell me what I can and can't speak about. But I also feel like it's a right way and it's a wrong way to do anything, okay? What a motherfucker I never do is to be like, oh, I came and, you know what I'm saying, dragged you by name or some type of shit. I just feel like it's a right way, it's a wrong way, professional way, respectful way to do anything no matter what you talking about. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, many times I have spoke to you all about human sex trafficking. I can talk about human sex trafficking all day, every day, twice on Sunday, because it is a matter of fact statistical issue in the United States and abroad. What I will not do is come on and tell you Jim, Jack, Sally, and Sue from round the way as such and such is the ones involved. You understand what I'm saying? At some point, what's understood on a certain level don't have to be discussed, and then you have to use your own discernment in terms of laws and different things. You understand what I'm saying? So that's just the way I shake and move. You understand what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's a situation where you coming directly for me, you have done something to hurt me, harm me, my child, or something like that, then, or I know you personally, to matter of factly say X, Y, and Z, hell yeah, then I can say your name like a motherfucker. So I don't got no reason to lie. I know you personally. You have personally done this to me. Thus, if somebody was to ask me, well, how you know this, or when did this happen, I can show you the receipts and this, that, and the other, and how this linked to the, you see what I'm saying? So it's different. So that wouldn't fall along the line of, like, say, slander or something like that. You understand what I'm saying? I just feel like it's the right way and it's the wrong way to do anything. You understand? But to each is his own. Everybody shake and move in different ways. You understand what I'm saying? But I will say this. So like I said, I don't comment like all this messy shit that be going on. You know what I'm saying? What to entertain y'all. A lot of times I don't speak on. Okay? Because it be too many other people that be hyped up on some shit and on that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I've noticed a lot of ops around Jag. Several of them that I know are ops. I can see it in their face. I hear it in their voice. And I'm like, they just stringing her along. They ain't really cool with her like that. They ain't really friends with her like that. Some people I know, I look right in their face and I know they got better sense than how they be putting on when they be talking to her. I know plenty of them. I done seen plenty of them that know when she lying about something or stretching the truth on something or something like that, and how they be looking and how they be acting. I've literally seen her do interviews with people whom I matter of factly know are not Christians, are Satanists, or fall under the line of some other spiritual belief. I have literally seen her do interviews with people I matter of factly know are dark witches. I've literally seen these bitches shapeshift in real time. You understand what I'm saying? So I know they ain't for her like that. These are individuals who was sent to link up with her and are being paid for every conversation that they have with her and every time they can trigger her to be on that extra shit. And if y'all notice, when Jaguar first popped off years ago, coming out speaking about the industry and everything that she was talking about, what, like way back when she first did her interviews with Tasha K, when she first did her interviews with Storm Monroe, is when she like first popped off, really popular. Like when when they did her interviews, many of us had to Google her. We like, what the fuck? Who the hell is Jaguar? You understand what I'm saying? Or whatever. Most of us didn't know who she was. And many of us, and we end up saying, oh, she was in something with Jay-Z. We all know Jay-Z. Many of us didn't know who the hell she was. Or we seen when she was in the Pepsi commercial and different things like this or whatever. It was like, oh, okay, so this is this person. Oh, okay. So she's talking about what again? That's how it started. But if you notice, even the things that she was talking about then, it was mildly on a hostile style. But it was very mild. Distasteful, but very mild. If you all have noticed, within the last 2 to 3 weeks to a month, there is like, I don't know, it's been an explosion in her mind. So I'm like, who flipped her switch? Somebody has triggered her. Somebody has given her something. She is out because, and everybody know, anybody that listens to this, who has listened to any other of these popular platforms who have interviewed her, no matter who she spake, and I can name off the top of the dome every celebrity that she has spake against. Because really and truly, when she first came out, it more so came off like she was just bitter, angry, like she was going through some bitter bitch syndrome type shit. Bitter, angry because she wasn't in the industry no more. She didn't make it as far as she wanted to. That's how it came off as first. So, now throwing shade at, everybody else. Your Erykah Badu's, your Jill Scott, your Alicia Keys, your Commons, your, the Roots, and some every damn body, P. Diddy, what she call honeycombs or sweet, whatever the hell she called that man, honey. I mean, she didn't even threw jabs at like Clive Davis, and I mean, she done named all kind of people and speak on all type of people business that if you think back, we like, okay, damn, you was in the industry like 15 years ago? Or something like that. There's no possible way she knew all these people or came into contact with all these people or worked with all these people. There's celebrities who are celebrities right the fuck now who haven't met other celebrities who are A-list celebrities right the fuck now. And a lot of people take everything that she say as matter of factly she know what she's talking about, but nobody asks, were you there? Did you see this? How do you know? Or you're going off of what you were told by somebody, okay? Which most of the time is coming off as like secondhand gossip or something. But nonetheless, allegedly, okay? I know matter of factly, when she came out then, when she did Tasha K's and Storm Monroe's interviews before she fell out with them people and start acting crazily and erratically with them and all of that stuff, she would not speak against Jay-Z. She had nothing to say bad about Jay-Z. Y'all, in the last 2 to 3 weeks, this woman has called out Jay-Z, Beyonce, Tina Knowles, and some more shit, like some of everybody. And I'm like, who in the fuck flipped her switch? Somebody gave her something, like she high. She's out her mind. Somebody done triggered her. She was not speaking out. I mean, I'm talking about calling people out for being murderers by name. And all kinds of shit. And I'm like, who is somebody done triggered her? Somebody done slipped her some, gave her some, drugged her. She is on some. She's out her mind. Like, what is going on? Like, you understand what I'm saying? Look, let me tell you something. When you start accusing 33-degree Masons, billionaire 33-degree Masons, who mix and mingle with white master Masons who 33rd in the 3rd degrees, that's got billions or trillions of motherfucking dollars, bitch. Like, you don't understand. It's at this point, it's a right way and it's a wrong way to do anything. Because they could get your block knocked off any day without even leaving home, bruh. You understand what I'm saying? So, but I'm like, when this happened, and just so happened within the last 2 weeks to 3 weeks, this little carbonation cult dude been around them and different shit, and I'm like, it was just different. It was her, but more hostile. It came to the point where she didn't always been like, oh, sue me, bitch. Come for me, bitch. But it got to the point where I come kill you, motherfuckers. And you killed my son, too. And come for me. Any haters come for me. I'll shoot you bitches in the face. And I'm like, my God. I'm like, somebody has triggered her. I'm like, this is like, and like everybody is feeding into this. More interviews got done and everything. But nobody who claimed to be her friend is really doing any friendly shit to be of help or assistance. I can't stand no old cosign is supposed to be fucking friend that ain't really got your fucking back like that. You understand what I'm saying? Because any real friend ain't sitting up talking to you just to get no views and no subscribers or no likes and shares and all this other kind of shit. Not placing blame on all of these popular content creators or whatever, but this goes for anybody. Because she talked to all kind of people, whether they got popular platforms to fucking not. And frankly, a lot of them people, I don't even watch like that. Usually, when something like really is, top of the talk of what's going on the web, you'll see them. I don't even see like those people like all the time. Like I hadn't seen King Payne or Sean Davy Wade or The Wiley Show or even Storm Monroe in a long time. Like the last time I seen them is when they were interviewing her before. Like when she first like some years ago first came out, and this was like right after she did the Tasha K and the Storm Monroe videos. Then I hadn't seen them then. You understand what I'm saying? And that's not to say like these people make content all the time. They have very popular platforms and different things like that, but I don't always watch, like I don't watch content like that. You know what I'm saying? Like something got to really be going on. Like they make content all the time, but something that has to like really gone viral that they really won't seen is when the majority of the most popular platforms will pop up on your little timeline thing. Okay, so like if they pop up, you know what I'm saying, and it's some type of topic that I might be interested to see what's going on, I'll listen to. But I hadn't even seen them people in. I know it's been maybe about a year, maybe 2, since I've seen them, and all of them. And that's the reason why I made the comment. I'm like, honey, this milkshake made all the boys come to the yard, because they was like the first ones when I got up this morning that I seen like back to back was on this shit. And I'm like, baby, and it's a trip. It's a trip, y'all. Okay, so let's get this tarot, honey. Cause look, so clearly we got the 5 of Wands here, okay? So there's definitely jealousy in a situation. The 5 of Wands talks about jealousy. It talks about envy. It talks about spitefulness, revengefulness, hatred, different things like that. There's some type of jealousy that is going on in this situation here, okay? Which has, I feel like her husband and mental conflict. He all up in his head about the situation, okay? He do have like this bit of obsession in their relationship, but it seems they have this toxic, bad romance here. But on top of that, he is being seen as a false person. And I feel like he's been seen as a false person because he had paid up. Y'all hearing that from me first, okay? Now, on the surface, from what we have seen from him, from what he seems to be a cool dude. Like I said, I don't know these people from Adam, but from everything that has been put on display, we either don't see from Gerald, or if you do, He got, a smile on his face briefly, hey, whatever. But most of the time, it's all Jaguar in the camera and different things like that. If you see him, he either not on camera or he's sitting somewhere to himself, by himself, behind her somewhere, not saying anything. He seems to be very quiet, very nonchalant, very, cool, calm, collective. He don't seem like he's into the want to be famous, want to be seen, gotta be on the scene and be seen type of shit, type of thing. But I did say a long time ago, because what made me think of this is because I'm like, I don't know not one man. And considering the fact Jaguar claimed that she is bisexual, I actually said, I don't know not one man or female who would put up listening to that shit every day. That shit is just drama filled and just bullshit. I don't know one full grown ass man, real man, that is gonna listen to that shit, tolerate that shit all day, every fucking day. Okay? But and so this was what I originally thought. And I'm like, this man so quiet, so nonchalant. I said, I know good and damn hell well he tired of hearing about this shit every day. At some point, you would think a person be like, look, baby, look, it's us. We love each other. We married. Let's just focus on our relationship. Forget that industry shit. Forget these people. Let's just be happy and do us and live life. But no, all day, every day, it be this shit. You understand me? Nobody want that much damn drama in their life. And it's like, majority of the time, it seems like this man is just suffering the fuck through it, because you don't hear from her, you really don't see from him, like that or whatever. And then after I thought that, I said, as much as she's speaking out and the shit that she's saying, I know she a fucking target. And I know good damn hell well the elite satanic powers that be in these celebrities is watching her every damn move and everything that she is fucking saying. I said, but he has got to be an op. And I'm like, if he is an op, he a paid op. So he's staying in that relationship, because I thought to myself, I always wondered, why in the hell, like any other man I know, real man, would have left that situation a long time ago. Ain't no real man gonna come home from work every day and put up listening to no gossiping, loud, ratchet talking, storytelling all day, every damn day. Ain't no grown man. And if you claim to be bisexual, bitch, okay. Okay. I done lived the life, me too, bitch. Okay. But look, I don't know a woman that will put up listening to that shit all day, every day. You understand what I'm saying? So, I literally felt this long time ago, but like I told y'all, I don't even normally comment on this type of stuff, like, at all. This is just like I just don't tell. It's like, it's messy. And you can clearly see all the shit that is staged and going around it, but a lot of people are like, have dived into all of this because of the fact that, Jaguar, her having this celebrity status at one point in time, and different things like that or whatever. And I used to always think, I'm like, if this woman would put it would just put as much drive and much passion into her music and trying to further her career in the now than what went on in the past, and everybody that you used to know or knew of and all the other shit that's going on, then maybe she could get somewhere. Maybe she could revamp herself or some type of shit like that or whatever. But I'm like, playing this role like you working on your music and your catalog and all this other stuff while all of this other shit is going on is clearly not fucking working, because now situations has come to this, and it is just sad. So we got the devil here on bad romance, okay? A lot of toxicity, a lot of antimatter, okay? That's dark energy, very sinister, very demonic, very evil, very wicked type of energy around these people. And it seems like they are both chained to this devil here. It seems like that there's some level of toxicity or bad habits with the both of them here, okay? Because the devil talks about addictive patterns of behavior. It talks about addictions of any kind, drugs addictions, alcohol addictions, sex addictions, gambling addictions, money addictions. This could be addictions of any kind. But an addictive pattern of behavior is something that someone do repeatedly, okay? So if this person lie all the time, that's an addictive pattern of behavior. If this person overeats every single day, that's an addictive pattern of behavior. If this person, it doesn't matter what it is, if this person chain smokes cigarettes, that's an addictive pattern of behavior, okay? If this person cheats all the time, that's an addictive pattern of behavior. It doesn't matter what the addictive pattern of behavior is, and it's addictive and it's a pattern, okay? Something is a pattern when it repeats itself over again, okay? If you was looking at, like if I showed you my rug right now, most of you who have a rug that has any type of pattern on it, you'll see that same pattern printed over and over and over again in different sections of that rug. That's a pattern. You understand what I'm saying? But there's a lot of toxicity, which is why they have a bad romance here. There's also witchcraft that is being done behind the scene. Now, either this witchcraft is being done with them behind the scenes, or somebody else is doing witchcraft on their relationship here. But with the devil being here, they could have some type of ties to dark arts or dark practices, magic, or this could just be their attachment to the devil. Maybe they sold their soul to the devil. They shepherds for the devil. They've taken some type of satanic oath, or they're under contract in some type of way, shape, form, or fashion here, okay? Because the devil speaks to that as well here, okay? But with the devil being here, this speaks to demonic attachments, okay? Evil things, wicked things, sinister things, okay? There's a lot of things that's got them bound and tied to the devil. And there's many different things that ties you to the devil. Sex is one of the main things. Drugs, alcohol, any type of addiction, okay? The devil latches on to those things. Okay? And this is how the devil preys upon its victims the most. Okay? By latching on to person's addictions. Okay? So if alcohol is your poison of choice, that said devil would likely always make that alcohol readily available to you. Have people offering you free liquor, whatever. If your poison is drugs, then the devil will latch onto that. If your poison is sex, then the devil will latch onto that. Okay? It doesn't matter what it is. They have some type of attachment to this devil here. This is why they have a bad romance here. Spirit, clarify cheaters. So we have the Ace of Swords here. There was some type of truth that was found out. The Ace of Swords talks about truth and clarity. Either somebody speaking some type of truth or clarity, or somebody finding out the truth about something here. And this is here on cheaters with this mature woman. Remember I told you in the video, at the end of one of that video, when he went to slap that phone out of Jaguar's hand, or he ended up hitting her, whichever one way it was, because you really didn't see him hit her. But what I do know is when they collided with each other, when he turned around and came towards her, because she was recording him on top of the solar guy fighting. When he got up, he turned around to her, so you fucking that nigga, so you fucking that nigga. And it was like he slapped the phone out her hand. Or it may have been a hit, but either way it was, Jaguar has sex with that solar dude. She keeps saying, oh, my nephew this, my nephew that. They're fucking. Just period. But he catfishing her. He was sent in as an op too. He was sent in as an op to get her. This motherfucker comes from a cult, bruh. And if you go to King Pain channel, listen to the first video that he did, the very first one, because he put up several other ones now. Listen to that first video that he did that was shot not yesterday. Well, it did go up yesterday, but it was actually in the wee hours of the morning, so it was still dark outside, so it seemed like it was night before last, but it was actually in the wee hours of the morning yesterday. But it was the first video that he did on this situation. It's Jaguar and the Solar boy that comes from the cult, or Carbon Nation, or whatever they call it damn self, okay? Sitting in the vehicle together. And they all booed up, and the signs and the symbolisms around that situation here, okay? Why? Because the solar boy, he's supposed to have his wife or girlfriend, whatever. He claimed in that video he was 4 wives in. He has 4 wives, okay, nigga? But he's telling me something. I'm not going to go too much into that, yeah, because that's against the law. First of all, but one of his wives, or the last chick that he was with, was called Velvet. They end up falling out. Now, just if you listen closely, they're eating, or Jaguar is eating something. While she's eating, she's picking up her food like this, and she's throwing up the 3 6s while she's eating these things. And the place that they went to in Texas is called Velvet Tacos. This was a sign and a symbolism, okay? Because she was rubbing it in that girl's velvet face if she so happened to be watching the video, because the chick that Solar was supposed to be with, that they fell out, that he ended up falling out with and ended up leaving to go link up with Jaguar and shit, her name is Velvet, or she goes by Velvet. But just so happened in that video, they just so happened to be eating velvet tacos, or at a restaurant called Velvet Tacos, okay? Signs and symbolisms there, okay? And so you can hear, there was other signs and symbolisms too. The solar dude ended up saying in that video, so he was just like doting on Jaguar. He was like, they was like really talking bad about her husband. And she was like, yeah, so I'm with this crazy motherfucker, supposed to be my husband, and this, that, and the other, but you linked up and you booed up with the solar dude that's supposed to be from the cult. And so he get to talking, and he's like, he was like, yeah, he's really got a problem. And she was like, you got this beautiful woman here who is love, and what's really love got to do with it, but love is in it. And that's another thing, y'all, okay? Y'all need to go and check something too, because if this is actually true, I seen it the other day. I seen something come up on my in my regular news thing, saying that Tina Turner had died at 60 something it was. But they mentioned what's love got to do with it in that video with Jaguar and that solar dude, okay? If Tina Turner has passed away, that smooth went over y'all head too, because nobody the fuck talked about it, okay? Nobody talked about it at all. Now, and that wasn't the first time. That last video that we seen from a few days ago that had Jaguar in it, she called out Jay-Z, Beyonce, and she ended up speaking on Beyonce's mother, which her name is Tina Knowles, okay? Show you how signs and symbolisms work in this voodoo bullshit that they doing. But it was Tina, because she ended up just yelling out belligerent, and stay off my page, Tina Knowles, or some type of shit. She was going off where she made it seem like that they were trying to do something to her website, Philadelphia, or something like that. Y'all, the shit has gotten crazy. But I'm like, what the fuck been triggered in this woman that she calling, yeah, and free Beyonce, she a slave, she being abused. I'm like, oh my God. And so this is allegedly, well, I'm saying allegedly on my part, okay, but this is matter of factly actually what Jaguar said on her video. So you can go to her channel, okay, which is Jaguar Wright Johnson, okay, which y'all look, this shit hits way too close to home for me. And I'm gonna tell you something, guys. I'm always suspicious of motherfuckers who got last names who are the same last names with people in my alleged fucking family. And I know what I'm going through. See, I got Johnsons on my supposed daddy's side of the family, bitch. So I'm already iffy about this motherfucker from the moment that she came out. Anybody got last names like Johnson, Harris, fucking like any of that shit, like I can name off some goddamn names and shit around this motherfucker, and you highly suspect to me, bro. Like I got my good eye on you, and I ain't talking about the naked eye, I'm talking about the third eye. You gotta watch around this motherfucker. Like seriously, I'm wide awake in this bitch. You don't even understand. But yeah, this is what's been going on for the last couple weeks, and I've been looking at this shit. And I ain't saying that. I told you I don't even comment on this type of shit, but I've been saying to myself for the longest, I'm like, I done seen how this woman shake and move. I never really cared for her delivery of how she do things. Some stuff don't. It's not about whether she's telling the truth or not, because we already know the slimy, grimy, low down, dirty shit goes on in the industry when you get in that game, when you get a part of that. You understand what I'm saying? But her delivery of things, the way she do things, I'm not in agreements with. You understand what I'm saying? And then I can tell when she's stretching things and putting on and doing that extra, when she's flat out lying about something. I just read people very well, but I don't normally comment on this type of shit, because I just feel like this is fuck shit, is staged, is, you know what I'm saying, it's just shit that the satanic powers that be behind every fucking thing. You understand what I'm saying? And so I just sit back and I observe a lot of shit. But I noticed the last few weeks, it's like she's gotten more and more erratic and hostile and just seemingly out of her mind. And I'm like, either somebody's giving her some, she's on drugs, or she's heavily under mind control, or they done triggered her in some type of way, or either somebody has done some heavy spell work on her. And you know what I'm saying? If you're a targeted individual, they're already using illegal technology to fuck with you. One, that on top of spell work being done onto you, on top of if you already have any pre-existing mental health issues, that on top of drug use could be explosive in this motherfucker. Is what I'm trying to explain to y'all. And this is what is literally you have seen happen with her within the last 3 weeks, I want to say. And ironically, this little Carbon Nation cult member, Solar, has been with them. Some people have said 2 weeks. I think it's been 2-3 weeks, something like that, or whatever. Because I don't really watch all of them all the time. Every once in a while, I'll catch when her and Tokyo Tony linked up and talking about shit. But so every once in a while I'll catch some different little stuff that is going on with them, but it's usually I'll catch something that her and Tokyo Tony talking about, or something like that, which is Black China's mother. Y'all know Tokyo Tony, or whatever. But it just this should be crazy. It be all over the place, and it's really interesting because Tokyo Tony, one of the main ones to be like, oh, that's my friend, y'all, or whatever. But I know Tokyo Tony got good goddamn sense, and I know Tokyo Tony, out of all of them, know the motherfucking industry. So I be seeing Tokyo Tony a lot of times when she be talking. She say that's her friend, but you ain't hear from Tokyo Tony all day yesterday about none of the shit that was going the fuck on. So I think Tokyo Tony is in the know and know what's really the fuck going on with some shit. Because I know good damn hell well she got to be smarter than that shit. But I feel like there's a lot of people, since she been coming out saying things, that is being paid to either be around her, talk to her, be in her life, and different things like that, who may be fucking ops or agents, or, reporting back to the powers that be, or however the shit going, or whatever. But there's a whole lot of suspicious shit. But I'm telling y'all, this shit was triggered in her. And she even fell out. It seemed like every other person she ended up interviewing with, at some point they end up falling out, because her and Tasha K ended up falling out. Her and Storm Monroe ended up falling out. She ended up attacking the both of them, Storm Monroe and Tasha K. Well, then her and Nosy Ho, which is another popular channel that she was, being interviewed on, and different things like that. They were supposed to be like besties for 1 minute, and then the next minute it was like they fell out, and then she was talking a whole lot of shit about Nosy Ho, and oh yeah, she put my name in a jar, and she doing voodoo on me. And I'm like, girl, please, she's not the one that's doing voodoo on you, boo. Okay, they doing it on you, but she's not the one that's doing it. Okay, yeah, Nosy Ho is, Nosy Ho be feeling herself. She feeling herself. Okay, Nosy Ho be on So Nosy Ho live like she in Silicon Valley some damn where. Nosy Ho don't have time for that shit. And I don't even know Nosy Ho like that. I just observe very well. Nosy Ho be on some very prissy shit. Like if she, when she come online to do a video or some shit like that, she gonna get on there. She gonna say what she want to say. She gonna present whatever receipts she got on the situation that she's talking about, and she out because she got other shit to do, and she be on her OnlyFans, honey, and she be doing other stuff. But you know, she live a very prissy life and different things like that. She don't be having time for that extra and you know stuff or whatever. So when she had ended up coming out and everybody she was talking to, she was like, oh yeah, that nosy hoe, that bitch, you know, turned on me and she put a spell on me and put my name in a jar. And I'm like, I didn't even know that nosy hoe was doing no witching or whatever, but I can tell her that it's not nosy hoe that's doing spell work on her. Like I could just feel the energy in that shit. But anyway, long story short, guys, let's get back to this reading. I didn't know this shit was gonna go this long, but y'all, the reason why I brung that up because nosy hoe have not spoke out about none of the shit that Jaguar was saying about her. But when this shit happened yesterday, nosy hoe ended up doing a video. And she said she ended up saying, you know, she was going to speak on the situation and she wasn't going to speak about it anymore. Okay? And so she ended up briefly doing a little video speaking about some stuff. And she was like, she ended up saying something talking about when her and Jaguar was on. And like Jaguar ended up started snorting some coke or something allegedly. I'm just repeating. You know, you want to hear it verbatim, go to Nosy Ho's page, okay? And hoe is not spelled the way you think it's spelled. I think it's spelled like H-A-U-E-X or something like that, or H-A-U-X or something like that, okay? It's Nosy Ho. Y'all should be able to find her, okay? So you want to hear verbatim, go to her channel, look at her channel. That's why I'm telling y'all these other people's channels, names and different things, so you can go and look at their content, okay? So obviously, allegedly, according to others, you know, maybe, you know, there is some type of drug use or something involved or whatever. But I do know at some point somebody came along and did something. Whether somebody slipped her something. Now, I do know that they like to smoke weed. They have literally smoked weed or like on camera, you know, publicly for people to see. So I know that they smoke weed. I know that they probably have alcoholic beverages that, you know, any adult do. Alcohol isn't illegal from time to time. How much them people drink, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to be like, oh, yeah, they stone cold drunks or something. I don't know. You know, most adults have alcoholic beverage from that, you know, now and again or whatever. But we have seen them publicly smoke marijuana, okay? But I do feel like if anybody who is real, even persons who say that they are her friend, the way I even believe King Payne came out and said something about that, like while it seems that she has been coming, because he is one of the ones who says that he is her friend, they've hung out before and different things like that. It just seems like lately she's been more irate and angry and very hostile and coming off very rough about a lot of things, and he was trying to figure out what was going on and different things like that. I believe somebody was slipping her something. It's either in her drink or she was actually knowingly taking some shit, okay? Because and if not, they using some heavy ass technology on her and triggered that behavior in her and set it up to look like that. But like I told y'all, she is in the targeted individual gang stalking headquarters out in fucking Texas right now. Like, it's literally where it's at. Okay? So look, y'all, there was a tower in this situation. Obviously, we know that a situation suddenly, abruptly happened all of a sudden out the blue, okay? And of course, it has to do with their demonic attachments. It has to do with this lover situation. It has to do with no love being in the situation, and it's well about money and different things. It's what that fight was really the fuck about that y'all seen. Okay? Yeah, that's what caused this conflict here, this fight that y'all seeing, the argument, the fighting, the fussing, the cussing, the arguments, the disagreements, the misunderstandings. That's what caused these obstacles and these challenges here, okay? Because of these pleasure seekers here. And y'all look at these pleasure seekers. You see them three? Baby. Look at here. Y'all, they all three of them got down. I believe all three of them may have gotten down together, but if not, I believe all three of them got down together. And then I believe Jaguar may have maybe went behind her husband back and was with him with the other guy. Yeah. So we got the Four of Swords here. These shadows, these powers that be, these persons in the shadows, behind the scenes, behind closed doors, was involved with causing this shit to happen here, okay? The Four of Swords can speak about somebody in recovery, in need of healing. This could be recovery of any kind. So there's could be like, you know, mental institution, type of shit, you know, hospital or anything like that. This could be a regular hospital, okay? Some hospital have like, you know, psych ward type of areas in them or whatever. So we can't really say if she was taken to some type of mental institution or she just at the hospital somewhere. Okay. I do. Ooh, baby, look. Okay, so there's definitely a betrayal that happened here. There was some type of ultimate betrayal that is going on here. There's a lot of spell work that is going on in the situation here, okay? With the High Priestess being here, I definitely feel like that satanic powers that be, there's some type of hidden truth, secret knowledge, occultic knowledge, hidden knowledge, something secret about what's going on here, okay? And the satanic powers that be here, okay? As well with the Four of Swords here, okay? So I feel like something is being set up, something is being staged to have this person hospitalized, to have this person imprisoned in some type of way, to have this person arrested, okay? Which is what we seen happen, okay? But with the Nine of Wands being here, somebody is trying to, damn. Nine of Wands and even the Death card is coming. Somebody, there's a group of individuals here. There's 3 or more individuals who have come together to try to sacrifice this person. We got the Three of Swords here, which talks about heartache, heartbreak here. Persons could be coming together to sacrifice this person. Yeah. There are 3 persons. 3 of Cups with the 3 of Coins here. The 3 of Coins talks about collaborations. It talks about contracts. It talks about third-party situations. It talks about individuals coming together for the purposes of money here, okay? I also see the 10 of Cups. She could have family that's involved in a situation. Somebody, she feeling defensive, feeling hostile, feeling like she need to protect herself, but somebody feel like a sacrifice need to be made and is trying to sacrifice her, yeah, for money here, okay? There's a whole lot of secret shit, hidden shit going on behind the scenes, behind closed doors, y'all. With the Moon card being there here. But you got the Ace of Coins as well as the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck here, okay? Somebody could be trying to sacrifice her for money here. Spirit say that's the truth. Yeah, that's some type of judgment. I just split the deck, y'all. Ace of Coins at the bottom of the deck. There's some type of judgment or decision that has been made. And if you look at that video that showed Jaguar on the ground and being put in handcuffs and then put on the stretcher type thing before they put her in the ambulance, and she steady cussing and going off and all kinds of stuff, and her husband ended recording the whole thing and telling his little side of what happened or whatever, and at the end of what he said, yeah, fuck marriage. I'm done. Fuck marriage. Like, that shit crazy, bruh. There's some type of judgment or decision that has been made. There's a lot of people involved, invested in something going on or happening for the purposes of money. Yeah. Y'all. Y'all have to visit those other people's channels, okay? I didn't verbatim speak on everything that, person said or done or whatever in their videos. That's why I named those content creators. Please go to their channels and see what I mean. If you're not aware of the situation or what happened or what took place with this person, yeah. It's interesting because I have two other decks that I set aside that, like, other readings that I'm getting ready to do. It may or may not go together with these, but I'm gonna show y'all these real quick because I really didn't know that this information was gonna come out in this reading here. But I'm gonna show you these other cards that I pulled, y'all. That's actually for this other reading I'm getting ready to do. This says Satanic Cult, Witch Coven. It says somebody close to you is a warlock, male witch. This says you can do bad by yourself, so why stay in the company of haters? This says human traffickers, evil doers in disguise, and last but not least, it says multiple personalities, disorders, attitude problems, mental illness, mood swings, shiesty individual. Somebody has an alter ego or multiple personalities. Okay, the other reading that I'm going to be doing, this says shit show. Something was a shit show. Betrayal, okay, which speaks to disloyalty, manipulators, liars, bad juju, deceivers, two-faced, backstabber, gossip. And speaking of bad juju, y'all, when the situation, when after the fight took place and the video where Jaguar went back to the truck, or went back to her car or whatever, okay, this is where she had grabbed her. So she was in there hollering, and the solar guy came over there to her, and she was just like really hostile, and she was like and it was like really, it was really wild, y'all. Like a tear almost ran down my eyes. I was like, this is so sad. And it was a trip. It was crazy because that's when she grabbed this, like, she took a drink out of something, and then she grabbed this other like cast iron type of deal, and she reached in it, and she got out the vehicle. She placed her camera in the car to point towards where she was walking up to, okay, which was back up towards the barber shop. So she get out, she's yelling and screaming and cursing because she had just told the solar dude, go get your phone. And what I was getting ready to say, when he was trying to calm her down and she in there screaming and yelling, she's like, I'm gonna go back in there and I'm gonna murder these motherfuckers. I'm gonna commit murder. And so she was doing all that. He come over there, he trying to hug her. She was like, get in the car right now, get in the car. You got your phone, go get your phone. So she telling him to go get his phone. She's like, if you're not back in 2 minutes, like she was going to leave or something like that. So soon as he had just walked off, she started erratically like honking the horn, just like sitting on it like that. Give him his phone. So she in here, she's like going crazy. She ended up turning her camera around to face towards the thing. And so they was at a barbershop, okay? And I seen the signs and symbolism. There was a red car parked in front of her, okay? And then the sign that was the barbershop, all you seen on there was barber at the end. And it was in blue. So you got the blue and the red symbolism. And then there was a black car parked right beside there. Okay, that red stands for blood sacrifice. That solar boy was like drenched in bloody red. Okay, he had on a red shirt and whatever the hell else he had on, which let me know somebody was supposed to be blood sacrificed out there. Like, I believe that they was trying to trigger a situation to kill her out there, but she didn't have a weapon, so they wouldn't have had probable cause to kill her. Like, the situation was supposed to escalate that far that I believe that somebody was supposed to get injured, okay? Because if you look at the signs and the symbolisms around it, you got to have eyes to see, okay? So she ends up getting out of the car to go back to get the solar, to give him his phone, give him his phone. She cussing and screaming again. She took the ashes, her son's ashes, and she began to throw them. You know what I'm saying? Almost like a person who have holy oil and they be dashing the holy oil on shit. And, you know, usually when they be praying and they dashing the holy oil, I rebuke you in the name. But she wasn't saying that. She was throwing these ashes. So she runs back to the vehicle, hops in, and she take these ashes and she began to rub it all over her face. And she was saying some other, y'all gotta go and look at all the other videos. Like, the shit was crazy. Like, I'm like, this is crazy. And then there was another video where her and the solar dude, I'm not sure if this took place before or if they left and came to fuck back, but it's like her and the solar carbonation cult dude in the car together, and they bumping Kendrick Lamar, and they're like, we gonna be alright. We gonna be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gonna be alright. I'm like, oh my fucking God. Like, Lord, help him. I'm like, what is happening right now? And she's like, tell him, Solar, tell him. And he go, we gonna be alright. I'm like, this little cult nigga here. And so then they end up stopping the music, and it goes to the beginning of another song that Kendrick Lamar had did before, which I'm knowing all this shit is signs and symbolism, and it's where Kendrick Lamar, he had this little dialogue part in the beginning of one of his other songs where he was talking about how he was in a hotel room and, you know, he was screaming and he was surrounded by the evils of Lucy and all this other kind of stuff or whatever. And it's the beginning of the intro, I believe, on another song that he was doing or whatever. So it was a trip, y'all. And I'm like, this shit is crazy. But I'm like, this shit is staged. This is set the fuck up. This is a bad theatrical the fuck event. And I'm just looking at this shit. But I'm like, this is sad, bro. I'm like seeing the signs and the symbolisms everywhere. Anyway, guys. So, I said all that to say, when Solar came back to the car, when she came back to the car and she was huffing and puffing and she had took her son's ashes and spread them all over her face and even threw some out. The Solar guy came in, he's trying to hug her and all kinds of shit, and she telling him to get in the car. He said something, I heard him. He said, I love you. What he said, he said, it is love. Feel love. No bad juju. No voodoo. I mean, he said it in such a cultic way. I'm like, nigga, was this the trigger for some shit? I'm like, if you don't get this little young nigga, like, dude, it's like half her age. Like, Jaguar Wright is like 44, 45 years the fuck old. I believe she like 44 right now. Sorry. Like, y'all, dude is like 20-something years old. Ain't no way in hell you gonna take some little young nigga cult leader and tell me I'm older than him. Like, nigga, please. Like, what are you talking about? Would you get your bad juju, no voodoo ass away from me? Y'all have to watch the video. Like, the shit was wild. I'm like, this little light bright here. But Spirit say, shit show, betrayal, the devil in disguise, pure evil. They put a hit out on you to have you killed to cover their tracks. That's what I told you. An inside job. These are the cards from my other readings that I'm getting ready to do, y'all. But look at here, y'all. The signs and the symbolisms are everywhere. I believe a blood sacrifice was supposed to go down, but it didn't go down exactly as planned, which I kind of feel like tie into, because she's always talking about how the fact that she's got a gun. But if you go back to the original video that was shown, that I was telling you about, that King Payne was the one who put the first one up. It was talks about Gerald had to pull a weapon out on her and cock the gun and all this other kind of shit. Well, Gerald ended up explaining to everybody, she lied to y'all. That didn't happen. He was like, the police end up showing up, running in on him, running in on her son, and he didn't have no weapon. All he had was a phone in his hand. And he said they ended up hemming him up, and it took another officer telling them that he didn't have a weapon, that it was a phone. for them to let him go or whatever. So he never had a weapon. And so Jaguar and Solar end up being like, yeah, I left and I had to hitchhike. But I'm like, this is stupid because now y'all are in the vehicle. So where did you hitchhike to? But yet you got the vehicle back that y'all are currently in, eating fucking velvet tacos while rubbing it in the face of this Solar dude's supposed girlfriend slash wife that is called Velvet. Like, y'all, the signs and symbols was everywhere. I'm like, this is too much, okay? And it shit went on all day long that it overshadowed everything else that went on yesterday, like the death of this Black Lives Matter co-founder's cousin and shit. And this boy was literally in real time before he died was like, they're actors, they're not real officers, they're trying to kill me, they're trying to George Floyd me, it's all an act, don't believe them, they think I killed CeeLo. And then he kept on yelling out, CeeLo, CeeLo. And I'm like, this shit is crazy. And early in the day, I hadn't heard CeeLo Green's song. I'm like, look, y'all, I'm not going to deal. I don't know what the hell y'all got going on. But somebody going to tell the truth in a minute. Because y'all not going to wear me in this bitch. But like all day, y'all. So it was like a lot of other shit that went on. Many of y'all need to check on too, because I seen something on my breaking news thing. It's like another news outlet that I'm subscribed to that's not on YouTube that said that Tina Turner died. If Tina Turner passed away, the fuck nobody talked about it in the United States. Now we do know that she moved and all this other kind of shit and denounced her citizenship to the US and moved somewhere else when she got married to that weird ass guy or whatever. And moved somewhere else, but like she still was a big star in the US. She originated in the US. You know what I'm saying? You mean to tell me this woman died and nobody talked about it? Like, it's crazy. But I've been steady hearing things about either Tina this or Tina that, or like how they end up mentioning in the things, what's love got to do with it, and they little situation. Y'all have to listen to the signs and the symbols. Listen to the words that's coming out of people's mouths, y'all. Should be staged, should be set up, okay? And there's other shit that's going on around it that is meant to trigger people in a certain way to get a certain reaction out of people. But when these things go on, know that it is distraction, because while they got your attention on this shit, you best be looking around, because there's some other more serious shit that is going on behind the fucking scenes that they really trying to detour y'all attention away from. Okay? So y'all look. Baby, look. That's the situation, honey. I really wasn't even trying to make this a situation about Jaguar or her husband or their situation, but it ended up coming out. We got betrayal for the love of money. What else is going on? We got these clowns way too cocky. Targeted individual. Dummies with guns. Spirit, what else? Hocus pocus, definitely witchcraft going on. Spirit say beware of what's really going on. Voodoo. Okay. Somebody has got a wicked witch book of spells. Somebody got a book of spells that they doing spells out of. Yeah. We got street theater. Low down and dirty shame. Somebody's mama is a hating ass bitch. Fake phony Christians. Don't think it's a game when it's really not. Can't trust nobody. Y'all look, I see something else, and I didn't want to say anything about it because I thought maybe I was kind of tripping, but I seen something about a child And then I just seen my underground pizza card. Okay? I would hope these people with all they got going on and different things ain't wrapped up into something with some type of human trafficking or like something is sketchy. Something is sketchy. But we're gonna stick to this situation. So we got third party situations here. So we got illusions, willing slaves, the enemy big mad, sex addictions, devil worshippers. Y'all, what is going on? If I see this shit one more time, I'm gonna have to go on and show y'all. I'm gonna have to go on and show y'all. Setup gone wrong. Police involvement. If I just see that shit one more time, I'm gonna have to go on and show y'all. Betrayal. Spirit, clarify. So we got human experimentation, social engineering, low down and dirty parents, devil worshippers, sold their kid to the satanic powers that be. Jaguar, that may be how she got in the industry. She may have been sold out to the satanic powers that be by her parents when she was younger. Spirit, what else is going on? Y'all, I seen it again. I'm gonna have to put it out here. There is something related to some type of human sex trafficking that is attached to them. I don't know where that comes from. Where that comes from. I'm not sure how that applies right now, but I've literally seen it now 4 different times. We got mentally ill individuals. Pay attention to the red flags. Abuse, mentally, physically, emotionally, psychologically, sexually. Mental conflict. Liars, cheaters, and thieves. Ultimate betrayal for wealth, power, status, and privilege. Cover up. RFID chip implant. Jaguar could be implanted, or her husband could be implanted. What I tell you, the sellouts are all around you. Neighbors, co-workers, family, lovers, friends, confidants, associates, strangers, partners. Caution, beware. Someone put a spell on you. Somebody's suffering in silence. Somebody's tampering with some type of evidence, burdens caused by others. Competing, conflicts, fighting, fussing, cussing, arguments, hating, disagreements. Somebody about to get locked up, or they about to get locked up, it says. A lot of lies and deception. Modern day slavery. Satanic cults. Somebody's an earth energy. Could be an earth sign involved. Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Spirit, what other messages? We have hospitalization here, so we know that I believe she was taken to the hospital. There's some type of agenda wrapped around her and what's going on. Racism is real. Hackers, trackers, and whackers. Manipulation. Heartache and pain. Toxic family members. There's people in her family who want her gone. Satanic powers that be. Hypocrites. Watch your surroundings. Conflicts and battles. Death. Death was in the reverse though. Something was being staged to kill her, but it didn't go as planned. Trauma forced upon you. Spirit, what else? Domestic violence. Spirit, what else is going on? So we got destruction. They're dangerous. Somebody's abusing their power and authority to manipulate and control. Spirit, what else is going on? We got unfortunate poverty. Crime of passion. Black lives don't matter. Black on black crime is happening every day. Amateur porn star. Is somebody, is some type of porn out with them in it? Spirit, are there any other messages? Oh, wait. Somebody a download, brother. Fraudulent marriage. So they're not really married. Soulless beings. Fatal attraction. Liars. Jealousy. The higher ups pulling the strings of all the puppets. Wicked witches. I just seen somebody definitely has issues with alcohol. There's a lot of family secrets. Spirit, what else is going on? There was some type of animal sacrifice that they did as well. Those of you who have kept up with them, remember they used to have a dog with them everywhere that they went. That dog is nowhere to be found now. I don't know what else is going on, but there's some type of animal sacrifice that has taken place. Spirit say there's something being hidden. There could be some corrupt cops involved in something, some lying politicians. Spirit, what else is going on? Are there any other messages? So we have black sheep here. Somebody could be treated like the black sheep of a situation. I see CIA, FBI could know about this situation. Alcoholism. Somebody could have alcoholism problems, maybe. Spirit, anything else going on? We have divorce here. Somebody could want a divorce, but Spirit, I mean, but it wanted to come out in the reverse because if they have a fraudulent marriage, like what divorce? Okay. Obviously breakup. Any other messages, Spirit? We have revenge here. Somebody wanted revenge on someone. A narc need help. Once again, something is going on with human trafficking. I'm not sure how they tie to human trafficking or what the fuck is going on. Someone wants to win at all costs. We have them folks ain't right. Oh shit, somebody got, she might end up getting suicided by the enemy. There's some type of swift communication that's going to go out here. Somebody is a con artist. We got a lot of envy around the situation. We have they tell lies to the general public. Underground pizza keep coming out, as well as human sex trafficking. I'm not sure. I would have to look more into that to figure out what the hell that's got to do with them. But there is something related to human sex trafficking and underground pizza that Spirit keeps linking to them. Spirit, are there any other messages? There was definitely childhood trauma and drama that someone could have dealt with. We have karmic lover and friends. Spirit, are there any other messages? Any other messages? Okay, guys, I do apologize for keeping y'all so long. So I want to be thorough and make sure that there's no other messages that I need to give to you all. You got your mother set you up to hide what she did to you. That, I don't know. This person's mother could be involved in some shit. I don't know if they've been... I know they be traveling here and there and everywhere. I don't know if they've been living at the mother's house or with the mother or something, but yeah. So we got illness here. Somebody has an illness here. There was some type of secret hidden camera. Somebody's playing in dark magic as well. We have witch doctor here. So somebody is definitely a witch doctor. Yeah, the entire family is in on the setup, okay? So I told y'all, like, seriously, guys, I think this shit was staged, but it just goes to show, like, how much other shit is going on. And it'd be interesting to see where this whole fiasco go into. So we got intimidation tactics here. Harm. Wolves and snakes in sheep's clothing. That blood contract you signed. Jaguar is under some type of blood contract, okay? So whether she's an A-list celebrity and popular and you know, prominent celebrity or not, she's still under some type of blood contracts. We got drug addiction, alcoholism and drug addiction came out here. We got snapped here. Something caused somebody to snap. These were purposeful distractions, I told you. Illuminati trying to initiate you. Oh shit. Cloning lab. Spirit, what else is going on? These fools sick to death for real. Illegal harassment. Ooh, organized crime. Sick Satanists. Ooh. Damn, is they gonna try to... Oh, I see cloning lab and I see celebrity in the reverse because she's not a celebrity anymore because she's like, y'all, if they gonna try to clone, look, and then lizard people sitting behind that. Look, I'm not gonna deal. Spirit say stop ignoring the red flags. Rock style lifestyle might not make it. Mm-mm. Yeah, we got there trying to catfish you. They catfished her with that little carbonation cult member. Somebody's a traitor, okay? Malicious military. Didn't I tell you that supposed husband supposed to be part of the military? That motherfucker still taking orders from somebody in the military. Mm-mm. Just because you think they ain't active duty don't mean a Negro ain't still on the job, okay? Look. Somebody mad that it says somebody mad you rejected them. Evil is as evil does. Okay, we got fire sign, air sign couple here. So one of them could be a fire sign. Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. Somebody could be an air sign, but we even have air energy here. So somebody is definitely Aquarius, Libra, Gemini involved. We also had earth energy that came out. Somebody is a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Spirit, what else is going on with the situation? Gang stalking. What else is going on with this situation? Somebody need to take a hint at something. Powerful business moguls are involved in this situation. There's a cult leader involved in this situation. We even have kidnapper, abductor. I will not be bullied. So, of course, there's a lot of gossip around this situation here. We got murder, prostitution ring, backroom deals, deception, poison. Didn't I tell you somebody slipped that woman something? Didn't I tell you? Her behavior, like she been popping off, going off, saying, you know, stop, okay? But look, y'all, something was slipped to this person, like for real. Somebody playing with demons. I seen I'm watching you. So this person is definitely being watched here. Spirit say the rabbit hole goes deep. They're trying to recruit you against your will. Somebody is sustained some type of injury, insanity, black magic. Got stalker, spies. Spirit, what else is going on? Oh, jeez. So we got Heartbreak Hotel here. Spirit just also told me, y'all, somebody been doing something strange for some change. I'm gonna just say that. That's how they've been surviving. We got sex magic here. We also got love spells. Spirit, what else is going on? Are there any other messages I need to share with the collective? Any other messages? We got hidden childhood, so something can also be hidden about this person's childhood. Okay. There's a lot of mess. There's a lot going on, y'all. I definitely know that the satanic powers that be is involved and all over the situation. There is nothing that's anything that's going on in this world that some people don't know about, okay? But yeah, while the world was the majority of the world was being distracted by this, there was a lot of things, other things that went over other people's head. So y'all look into Kenan Anderson, who is the Black Lives Matters co-founder's cousin, I believe it said he is, okay? Y'all also look into Tina Turner and see if she really passed away, because it got no coverage in the United States, and that's like appalling. If so, like that is crazy. Um, y'all, it's just a lot of shit that's going on. Okay, like yeah, you got Lisa Marie Presley that died not too, the other day. Like people are dying like every single day. There's something that's going on like every single day, y'all. This shit is like all over the place. Anyway, honey, I hope this gave y'all the truth and the clarity that y'all were seeking pertaining to a situation that well, look, I hope this y'all not dealing with this situation. Okay, this is a very particular reading. This was supposed to be a general reading, but this energy ended up coming back up, guys. Okay, so I hope this gave you all the truth and the clarity that you were seeking. For those of you who would like more information about what is going on, what happened, there's plenty of other platforms that I named that you can go to their channels and see what is happening, what is going on, who did direct content on the situation and, you know, added their commentary on how they felt and what they thought about the situation or what have you here, okay? This information is alleged, according to this reading, at least, okay? All the other information that I gave you all was matter-of-factly what was seen, okay? As far as, you know, what I said these persons said or what happened, this was actually seen in public, is you know, public information. And you all can go back and see and hear the same thing or whatever. But as far as this reading, I will say allegedly, according to my spirit, the truth and the clarity that is given to me by my spirit guides, okay? Oh, honey. So anyway, I'm going to ask a couple closing questions that it's kind of lingering. That I need to get the answers on. Okay. Spirit, please clear the energy. Please give us clear and accurate messages as it relates to this reading, as it seems for Jaguar Wright and her situation. Spirit, is Jaguar Wright's alleged husband an op who is being paid? Is Jaguar Wright's alleged husband an op who is being paid to play his role or be in a relationship with her? Yes. Thank you, Spirit. Please clear the energy. Spirit, is this Solar from Carbonation Cult, who also goes by King Love? Was he sent in to catfish, brainwash, or cast a spell upon Jaguar to get her involved in the cult? Is this Solar guy an op as well, who was sent in to catfish Jaguar? Yes. And y'all, if you see the videos of this guy, he's literally walking around. He's got this Eye of Horus necklace on, which, you know, this is the reason why you have to be careful with cults, because they like to play off of religion and spirituality, but they're really devil worshippers, okay? They're really Satanists. They're into Luciferianism, Satanism, okay? And they mask it with, spirituality and, you know, bits and pieces of Christianity, but when they're really Luciferians, okay? Which ultimately comes out after you are involved in the cult, okay? But Spirit is saying that the Solar guy is a cult member. He is an op, a paid op, who was sent in to catfish Jaguar, brainwash her, and get her involved in that aspect of things. Spirit, please clear the energy. Can you please tell me if Gerald, Jaguar, and Solar partook in a threesome together? Did Gerald, Jaguar, and Solar partake in a threesome together? Yes. So they had a threesome with one another. That's the energy that I was getting. And I was like, what? I almost didn't even want to say it. I'm like, Spirit, that's not, you're not telling me what I think you're telling me that I'm seeing, that you're saying, that you're telling me. Like, what? They had a threesome together. But then there was something else that happened because I believe she went back behind his back and let me see. Spirit, clear the energy. So Spirit says yes on that they had a threesome. Spirit, the Jaguar and Solar have sex with each other alone? Did Jaguar and Solar have sex with one another? Yes. Very much so, yes. This thing is rocking off the chain, okay? Yes, they did. Mm, mm, mm. And you could tell that because they were like, Jaguar was saying stuff like, oh yeah, my nephew this, my nephew that, or whatever, speaking publicly but about him. But he was like, got to the point where he was like way more closer to her and right next to her, like more so than her husband. Like her husband was, put off to the side or something like that, or whatever. You began to see them together. Um, more of each other together or whatever, and then they started speaking about things as a we, because Jaguar even began to speak about carbonation. She was like, oh yeah, we've changed that. They call me a high priestess of the group now, so it's not going to be carbonation anymore, it's going to be Carbon Island. And we already know about them sick and twisted fucking sex trafficking as islands, okay? Which is the reason why that maybe this human sex trafficking and underground peace and all this other kind of shit came up. Look at that video that she did with King Pain. And she was talking about, she was like, yeah, they call me the high priestess of the group now or whatever. And she was like, so if I'm going to be, the lead of this thing and this, that, and the other, whatever, we're not going to call it carbonation anymore. We're going to call it Carbon Island. Okay, bitch. What island y'all gonna be on exactly? Huh? Y'all gonna run this bitch like Epstein Island or what? We know about them islands, bitch. Like what is really going on? Baby, allegedly. Okay? So, let's see what else is going on. Let me just ask this, okay? Because this was like left field. This came out of nowhere. I didn't even expect this from them about this, like whatever. Spirit, does the Solar guy from Carbonation Cult have anything to do with sex trafficking, human trafficking? Do he have anything to do with human trafficking? Yes. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Spirit, does Jaguar Wright or Gerald, her alleged husband, are they connected in any way to human sex trafficking or operations thereof? Do Jaguar and or her husband Gerald have anything to do with human trafficking? Yes. Like that's just something I just found out tonight. Like, and I will say allegedly about that because that's very interesting, because as much as she speak out about other people and like the industry and things like that and what they got going on, for them to be tied into that is stupid, dumb, crazy, bruh. But remember, I told you this card came out. This is the servant card. Y'all know a servant is somebody who performs duties for money. Okay? But a servant can also be seen as a slave, like a sex slave or a prostitute. Okay? And there's money out here. Okay? They got a lot of attachments to the devil. You remember the monarch butterfly came out. Mind control, monarch programming. Satanic ritual abuse, government experimentation. Like, motherfuckers is under mind control like a motherfucker, bruh. And they got strong devil attachments. This is can come out more than once. Okay? And money. Because you got to ask yourself, how they getting their money? Like, okay, that go into something else, okay? Okay. So what everybody want to know. Spirit, are the powers that be setting up a stage situation where Jaguar Wright will be blood sacrificed? Is there a situation being set up where Jaguar Wright will be sacrificed? Is there a situation that's being set up where Jaguar Wright will be sacrificed? Yes. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, are the people who are around Jaguar Wright all paid ops? Are the people she's talking to, communicating with, supposed friends and family with, or in relationship with, all paid ops who are in on the setup? Spirit says yes. Everybody that's around Jaguar Wright are ops. They're all paid ops. They're all gang stalkers. They all are in on the setup. They all know she's under mind control. They all know that she's a target. They're all sitting around playing their role, waiting for her to be blood sacrificed. Spirit, the situation that happened yesterday, were they really trying to have her blood sacrifice then on site? The situation that happened yesterday, were they trying to have her blood sacrifice then on site? Yes. That situation, so the situation at the barbershop, Spirit, was staged, was set up for her to be sacrificed on site? Yes. And that's the reason why the little carbonation cult dude was draped in red, bruh. I wouldn't even be surprised that fool had on bloody shoes, but he definitely had on a bloody shirt. He had on a red shirt, bruh. And you just got to know the colors and the signs and the symbolisms that they use when shit being set up. But Spirit, if they had it, if Jaguar had a weapon on her, was they supposed to shoot and kill her if she had a weapon on her? Were they supposed to kill her on sight if she had a weapon on her yesterday? Were they supposed to kill her on sight if she had a weapon on her yesterday? Yeah. See, that's what threw the shit off, y'all. That's how I know that the shit that happened in the wee hours of the morning, where her supposed husband, Gerald, was supposed to have pulled a gun on them and cocked the gun and was waving it at them. But it was later found out that everybody only had Jaguar and Solar's story about the whole situation, about the gun. Okay? But there was no talk as to where the gun, what happened to the gun after the fact. Jaguar and Solar had said, yeah, he pulled a gun on me and made it seem like he hadn't been arrested and all kind of shit because of this shit, okay? But there was another video that Jaguar did where she was like talking crazy to like the 911 people and all kinds of shit, and was like, oh, somebody else called the police on him. I didn't call the police on him. But he even called and he was like, why are you doing this? Why are you on live with King Pain talking about all this stuff, putting this stuff out here like they're saying those things? And she was like, I ain't putting nothing on, but it's like literally gaslighting him in real time. Like that's what gaslighting is. When a person do something, say like she did, she was on live with King Pain, had just got off live with King Pain, talking about the stuff that happened. So she ended up doing another recording. Her husband called, and she just so happened was on the phone talking crazy with the 911 operator dude. And he trying to explain the situation. He's like, the 911 operator is like, we getting conflicting information when we got there. The situation, it said that the situation didn't go the way you're saying it. we didn't find any weapon, and your son is saying that it did not happen like that, or, and you know, and all this other kind of stuff, and she's just cussing and screaming and going off. And her husband ended up calling. He was like, he literally sounded like he was in a whining voice, like, why are you doing this? Why are you on live talking about this and saying this stuff or whatever? Like, he was confused. And then so he ended up hanging up, and she like literally gaslight him in real time. She was like, I ain't went online and said nothing. And she literally had just got off the live with King Payne talking about everything that happened. He was like, you lying. I just seen the video. I'm watching the video. And so then he hung up. But y'all gotta go watch all those clips. Like, the shit was crazy, but the shit was staged. It was set up, okay? And nobody knows where the supposed gun went after that situation, because when the police got there, Gerald didn't have no gun on him. So who had the gun? And the other situation that happened at the barbershop was later in the day, because remember I told you when that situation happened, it was in like the wee hours of the morning. So it was later in the day, you know, the sun out, it's bright outside, it's in the middle of the day, when her and the Solar dude roll up to the barbershop and go in here going off on dude in the barbershop and shit. And you know, he comes out, they get to fighting and this, that, and the other. But the whole situation was like set up. It was staged then. Like, it was triggered in her to like lure her there. But I believe she was supposed to be killed on sight. Like, she was supposed to be, they were supposed to trigger her to be like so irate, so angry that she had this weapon, and her to be doing everything that she was doing, screaming and hollering and cussing, but with that weapon. That would have gave the police probable cause to show up and shoot the shit out of her. You understand what I'm saying? Or somebody else, some other bystander, like, because if she had walked in somebody's business or establishment or something like that, you know what I'm saying? They can open carry in Texas. You understand me? So it's business owners all over Texas who license to carry and carry their fucking weapons on them at home, at their businesses, and every fucking thing. You hear me? So it would have been nothing for a random bystander, her acting erratically, and especially if she had a weapon too and got it drawn on people, for somebody to shoot the shit out of her. In Texas, you get shot the shit out of in Texas. Like, they ain't gonna play with you like that. You understand what I'm saying? So like, but she didn't have a weapon on her, and I believe that was a part of the plan. Like, she was triggered to be like angry and belligerent and out of control and hostile and everything, but she didn't have a weapon on her, okay? Because in everybody who been watching her videos, if you think about, this ain't got nothing to do with like, you don't have to like me from Adam. You don't have to know me from Adam. Look at all of Jaguar's videos. All the shit that she been talking. Oh, bitch, and you bitches run up on me, I'ma shoot you bitches in the face. Any haters come from me, come on, I'ma shoot you bitches in the face. Always talking about she got this piece on her, like she's strapped. And just think about how this situation broke down. It started off with allegedly her husband pulling a gun on her and the Solar dude. Okay? Leaving that whole situation from there. And this is how you know when shit gets you. I had to hitchhike down I-25 or whatever the hell it is or whatever. But they was sitting up in the car. So where did you hitchhike to? But y'all are in the car. If y'all only have one vehicle, so you got the car. That means your husband is stranded somewhere else. And this is another thing that I noticed nobody said anything about that rubbed me the wrong way. Okay. Now, y'all are all in the house. It's Jaguar, the Solar dude, it's your husband, and your son is there. I don't know if her mom was there or whoever else was there. But you claim that your husband pulled a gun on you and the little Solar dude that you linked up and so buddy lovey-dovey with now. But you leave your son there? How many parents listening to this right now, if your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband, your wife, whoever, as a parent, even a friend, it don't matter. Somebody pull a gun on you, would you leave your kids with them and you take off and leave? Hell the fuck no. Hell the fuck no. Because if somebody has really pulled a gun on you and they willing to hurt you, how do you know that they wouldn't pull a gun on your child and be willing to hurt your child, but you leave your child there? And you leave? with the little fun boy, lover boy from the cult. Stop playing. Stop playing. Okay, so y'all, this is what's going on, honey. These extra messages is allegedly, according to the information that has been given to me by my spirit guides. Okay, like I said, I normally don't even comment on this type of stuff, honey, because this just be too messy. Okay, and I don't even do messy. Okay, but it is what it is. And this was a huge distraction, a purposeful distraction that consumed all of yesterday's energy. And it was done in an effort to cover up and hide other shit that was going on. This shit was done to grasp niggas' attention, Negroes' attentions, black people, African Americans' attentions. To have y'all blinded to what is really the fuck going on. And everybody was sucked into this shit. That nobody else was paying attention to any damn thing else that was going to hell on. There's a lot of sneaky, freaky, creepy shit going on behind the scenes, y'all. Okay? Like I said, this information is allegedly, according to the information given to me by my spirit guides. Okay? So y'all, please use your own discernment, okay? As I said, y'all go and view the actual video clippings and other things from other places, like I told you all about, and draw your own conclusion, okay? This is sad. This is sad. Okay, guys, so I thank you all for listening and for watching. If you would be so kind to please like, share, and subscribe, it would be greatly, greatly appreciated. For those of you who would like to contact me, you can do so at tiff.diamond.36@gmail.com. You can also follow me on Instagram at shinebrightlikeadiamond36 with an underscore between each word. Okay, guys. Yeah. For any persons who would like to donate to the channel, you can do so at tiff.diamond.36@gmail.com or through PayPal, which is paypal.me/@36diamonds. As always, guys, y'all take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies, honey. Remember, this is a wicked, wicked world that we live in. There's wickedness in high places, and there's evil that's lurking around each and every corner, even in a neighborhood near you. So y'all watch your surroundings. Watch the company you keep. Watch surroundings and the company in which your children are in as well. And consider the fact that you never know when someone may betray you, backstab you, try to hurt you, or harm you, honey. Keep you some protection on you. Y'all stay awake, stay aware, stay vigilant, and stay prepared, because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, baby. Until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God. There is definitely threesomes that went on. Gay, homosexuality. Somebody's gay for pay. Oh, child. Somebody is down low in the closet, switch hidden brother. Anal sex went on. So there was definitely a threesome situation went on, but there was a situation that went on with just Jaguar and the other dude, the solar dude. Prostitution is how they've been making money. Prostitution is how they've been making money to fund their lifestyle. Somebody's got a sex addiction. Oral sex. Ugh. Sex ring, eyes wide shut. Another man is what really get him hard. I don't know who they know or who they around that's transgender, but I keep seeing somebody that they cool with or linked up with is transgendered. Yeah. Somebody's a transsexual. Oh. Somebody is a transsexual. Somebody's a sex slave. This says, my girlfriend slash wife is attracted to you, but no worries. I just want to watch. Haha. Laugh out loud. Bullshit. Bullshit. You just want to watch. Oh. Ah, my goodness. Baby. Look at here. They into a little kinky, risque type of things too. Ooh. They hook up with people who like to pay to play. Ooh. Baby, look. What you said. Somebody do got a 10 to 12 inch cock though. Somebody call themselves being a dominatrix. There's a lot of ass play. Sex magic. Y'all. Somebody open-minded sexually. Somebody is trisexual, what I call trisexual. There's sex toys that's going on in the situation. Maybe even some type of orgy type of parties. Damn. I ain't know all of this is going on, honey. Allegedly, okay? Allegedly. What Spirit is saying. Spirit, do this couple normally do threesomes? Do they normally have threesomes? Spirit, do this couple normally have threesomes? Yes. Baby, look. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Spirit, is prostitution how they get the money to live on the road? Is prostitution how they get the money to live on the road? Yes. Thank you, Spirit. Has this couple partook in orgy parties? Spirit, has this couple partook in orgy parties? More than just threesomes? Have they partook in orgy parties? Yes. Oh. Oh my God. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, is this couple chained to the devil because they're a part of some type of sex ring? Is this couple chained to the devil because they are part of some type of sex ring? Is that one of their attachments to the devil? Because they're a part of some type of sex ring? Yes. Baby, look. Oh. Girl, this too much, honey. Spirit, is Jaguar the sex slave, or do she treat her husband like the sex slave? Is Jaguar Wright the sex slave? Is Jaguar the sex slave? Can you tell us, is Jaguar the sex slave? Yes. Okay, Spirit. Mm. Thank you, Spirit. Um, is Jaguar's husband Gerald on the down low in the closet? Is Gerald on the down low? Yes. Allegedly, guys. Allegedly, according to the information that my spirit guides are giving me. Um, Spirit, is Solar the Carbonation cult member? Is he undercover gang or down low in the closet, switch hidden brother? Is Solar from Carbonation undercover gang a switch hidden brother? Yes. Baby, look. Oh, y'all doing too much. Okay, Spirit, before we wrap up this reading went too long, honey. Okay, Spirit, is Jaguar Wright's husband Gerald gay for pay? Is Gerald gay for pay? Yes. Oh, Lord. Allegedly, guys, I'm not knocking nobody's lifestyle, honey. This is what Spirit is coming. This came up, so I'm just like, this is just as much as a surprise to me as it is to you all listening to this, honey. But it is what it is. Spirit, is the Solar Carbonation cult member gay for pay? Is Solar gay for pay as well? Yes. Mm-mm. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Y'all. Who, Spirit? Solar or Gerald? Spirit, who's in it? Who is this another man is what really get them hard? Is it Gerald? Is another man what really get him hard? Oh, yes. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh. So, is it the same thing for Solar? Is it another man that really gets him hard? Is it the same thing for Solar, Spirit? Is it a man who really gets him hard? Yes, honey. And I guess with them bullshit, honey, I guess, baby, once they done had that bell ring, child, it don't even be the same for them, child, honey. There'll be another man that really get them hard, child. But I ain't the one to gossip, honey. So y'all ain't heard this from me. Mm-mm. Oh, child. Once again, this reading is allegedly, okay? Please use your own discernment. This is for entertainment purposes only, if you will, okay? I really don't find anything entertaining about these matters, but y'all know we be having to say these things in these types of situations, that this information is alleged, okay, guys? Especially on things that are not public knowledge, okay? All the other things that we talked about is public information, public knowledge. All of these other secret hidden things, okay, that's going on. These low down dirty do-ins that's going on. Y'all ain't know nothing about that, child. But anyway, I thank y'all for listening and for watching. Till the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God.